game. I don't really mind it, but we are pressing the button.
Were we supposed to ramble on?
Yeah, I mean, you were supposed to not ramble on at that exact point in time. But hello, everybody. This is Grimcat, and we are here with some Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 on a Thursday. We're doing the homebrew sort of campaign, which I like to call Toria. Nobody else likes to call it Toria, but I mean, how often do you actually reference, like, a campaign you're in? Like, never. We are joined here today with most of our people. We are missing our friendly, sort of half giant, half ogre, or whatever at Yarborg, so he's just going to be more or less hanging around, following, and grunting occasionally when things come up for him. But we are joined today by several of our regulars, and we will go down the list, and they will all say hi to you. We will start with Lordington, sir.
We always start with Lordington.
Okay. We won't start with Lordington. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the last time we switched, though. Last time we switched, we did the reverse.
I try to switch it every so often, but I can't.
Then just pick people at random.
Remember, we'll start with Nanu then.
Alright, hello gamers. I'm Nanu. I play Nitra and the Cleric.
Alright, and then we're gonna shift over to Nikki or Emerald.
Hi, I play Heliconia, and today's life pro tip is you buy real butter and store it at room temperature in an opaque butter dish.
That's what I do.
I've never done it. It seems weird, though.
The one thing of butter that I use, we keep out and we store at room temperature, and then, if we're not using it, obviously, I store it in the refrigerator.
Seems weird.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit weird if you're, a heathen or whatever.
I mean, that's butter like a health hazard.
Butter census. What do we all do with our butter? I keep it in the fridge.
We are also joined today by Oaken.
Alright, I'm Okon, and I'm playing Cinder Dragonborn.
Right, and last, but most certainly not least, we are joined by Sir Lordington.
Hello, I play Trion.
So, I'm feeling a tiny bit under the weather. You may be able to hear it in my voice. I woke up with a couple of sniffles, and my head hurt a little bit, and I just want a lot of sympathy. Because that's the kind of person that I am. But we'll still try to make it entertaining. When last we met, a bunch of stuff happened. Revolving around Loxy.
It's dawn of the 29th day.
She has turned into a werewolf. We have sort of successfully mostly subdued her in a non-hostile manner. I mean, give and take a little bit. We didn't kill her, though, that's for certain. So that's a good thing.
I rolled a killer.
We have taken her to the sort of the barracks house of the Vokvorgs, whatever, which is a pretty meager affair, as we can see. And she is sort of, kept captive at the moment. Captive maybe not the best choice of words, because, it's half willing, sort of.
I don't think she was willing. I'm pretty sure she's just being held captive.
Yep.
Pretty much. You can't exactly paint the picture. But either ways, Jafroya sort of had a meeting with all of this sort of, it sort of changes around. It's sort of freeform. I don't know. I had a conversation with all of the bigwigs about what to do, for which we happened to be present. And after a little bit, we decided that we would take it amongst ourselves to try to find a cure. We believe we know the reason of how this person has been infected, which was a crossbow
Arrow
bolt
shot.
or arrow that was somehow sort of infected with the disease. She caught it, she's turned. She has had a few moments of clarity while being turned, which, I mean, it's got to be said, it's pretty impressive on some of her roles that she's gotten to get those couple moments of clarity. Kenton, her significant other, is sort of beside himself, sort of lost, not knowing what to do. But either way, we've been tasked to have 30 days, which is the time until her next turning, to find sort of a cure, or else she'll be put down. And as I mentioned, we have taken it on ourselves to go about seeking this cure. We currently don't really have a lot in the way of leads. Is there anything that I missed there?
Let's just walk around until we get shot, and then we'll know who did it.
Did you say 30 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. We
29.
got 2 more
It's
days.
a lunar.
I believe you actually have 31, because didn't we discuss that the full moon
A
lasts
lunar-
for 3 days? This is technically
Oh,
the
yeah,
second
right.
day of the full moon.
No, because a whole lunar cycle is 29 days.
I don't remember.
Could be.
Lunar cycle is 29 days.
Sure. You're right.
So technically, we'd have 26 days if we're going by that logic.
Okay, let's
Let's just say the full moon is 2 days, and we have 28 then.
One thing that I will be doing, because if I do not do this, I will certainly be forgetting it, is in our party notes, I will be writing days left.
Nice. I like it.
Fair.
We're going to enter down days left. 28.
The clock is ticking.
Dawn of the 28th day.
We're just playing like that one Legend of Zelda for Xbox. Majora's Mask.
That wasn't for Xbox.
It wasn't for
Was it?
Xbox. It was for
There was a game
I was about to
one
say,
that-
that wasn't correct, but...
Was that? I don't. What do you know?
It
They,
was
they
for
did a
64.
remake of it, though.
They did. I
I'm
think.
pretty sure it was GameCube.
No, it was. It
They
was
did
64.
do a
Nah, it was
remake of it,
64, I'm
free to
pretty
play.
sure. 'Cause
And-
Wind Waker was the first GameCube, wasn't it? Or was Twilight the first one? No, it was Wind Waker. Wind Waker was the first GameCube.
I can't remember. There's been a huge Zelda.
All right,
to
we're
be
looking up
honest.
the Legend of Zelda game. When...
It was 64. When I'm not thinking of Xbox, I know what it was. Because I got it as a kid when it came out.
Mom, when for Christmas, I would like the Majora's Mask on Xbox, please.
I got the first one, which I don't remember what was called, with the Xbox. It was like the best Christmas ever.
Majora's Mask was indeed Nintendo 64, released in 2000.
Did I say Xbox again? I think I did. Either way, back on track. This sort of gathering is still going on. We're sort of more milling about and talking. You know, everybody's sort of offering their theories. At least the NPCs are sort of back and forth. Nothing incredibly important, to be frank. But if we have questions, probably now's the time to ask questions. Well, we happen to have the most important people of the settlement all in one room.
Oh, I hate to break that news, but the most important people are always in the room.
Of course. How silly of me.
But in all seriousness, I don't have any questions. I don't think so. At least I can't think of anything to ask. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but maybe we can ask Geoffreya to, like, I don't know, have, like, scouts or somebody just look around the place, see if they see anybody? Probably not, because all she has is stupid militia that doesn't want to do anything but steal our carts all the time.
True. I mean, gotta start looking for clues, I guess. So we have the bandits that Kenton talked about that attacked them, which was in the forest somewhere.
It was just randomly on the road for all intents and purposes.
No, yeah, somewhere. I think it was like in the forest though, specifically, because they were hunting at the time.
Yes, it was.
Well, technically they were in the forest, weren't they? Yeah, because they got to the road otherwise.
Yeah, and we rescued them at the road. So we have that clue. And that's like kind of it. We know it's a disease. It's not a curse. It's not magical. So we know that as well. And I was gonna hope that maybe there was a book somewhere hidden in the library of the Aura that will help us.
Really quick, what did I'm gonna just update our party notes. We sold the spices, correct? I believe so, because it was like there was like some rare spice.
Yeah.
Okay, we sold the beer barrels, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the gyms are still being worked on. We sold the furs, or do we still have those?
I believe you still have the furs.
Yeah.
And we left the slings and the spears and the leather armor back home.
Yeah, the small stuff was left
Home
behind.
in a very loose term. But okay, that's good. Gold. I'm gonna add this party unsplit gold to our main total as well. So we have 125 gold just sitting unclaimed.
Nice. Steal it all and run away.
Well, because I was gonna start writing down our leads. So, like, what leads do we have? I don't think so.
Not so much.
Not
be
so
honest.
much indeed.
So, werewolf. Okay, so the werewolf one. What do we know? We know that she was shot in the forest by a probably arrow.
We know there was a suspicious man running away before we found them.
And he was like, "These aren't the ones." And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't believe the person said anything.
No, he did, because they were like, because we specifically told them like these weren't the ones. Remember, like, we shot the wrong person.
That was not necessarily the running man.
Yeah, that was the guys
Somebody.
who shot the guys.
Yeah, but somebody did, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, those were two different events, though, that did happen very close to each other.
I mean, we do have a bunch of people who can go around and look for stuff. I mean, we can use them to
Are they
look for those bandits.
How common are bandits around here? They're gonna be pretty common. Don't care if anyone's getting jumped like every day.
Pretty common, but, I mean, they're a concern. That's for sure. I mean...
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, as in, there's certainly not one bandit party in this area.
Very likely not, no.
But, like, even if we find the wrong bandit, like, we still make something out of it, because if they are bandits, they probably have something that they have looted. So we get
Yeah,
damage.
we steal from them, and then we're the good guys.
Yeah, like, it's not like if we find the wrong bandit, it's like a complete net loss.
No, it's true.
And we can
Those
just keep
are
going
real
until we
shady
clear the place. Like, we can keep going until we clear the place of bandits.
How many bandit hordes do we need to jump? Or find the right one?
I mean, also, I think Gallifrey had something to discuss
Gallifrey.
with, right?
Gallifrey is the
Before...
planet from Doctor Who.
No, that's the ruler of this town. What are you talking about?
Yes.
So the Galileo was supposed to discuss something with us, if I remember correctly, like before the whole werewolf thing happened.
Yes, I think Galileo is going to say that the Earth is round, but that's just stupid anyway, so we probably shouldn't go listen.
Yeah.
She was setting up a job for you, according
maybe
to
we can-
Darren.
Yeah, maybe we can deal with that. I mean, she's here, right? So we might as well ask her what's happening. And maybe if we catch her off guard, she doesn't have proper time to, make good arguments why she should pay us less, so we can perhaps.
Maybe we're like, oh, it'd be a shame if we just let these people run around everywhere.
Bro.
Increase the price a bit, maybe.
What we're gonna do is like get 10 feet poles, but like metal, and get this like werewolf colored, so we can use it as like a weapon.
Oh my
like
god. Reminds me of those.
Jokes aside, though, like maybe we should speak with her now that she's here.
Yeah, sure.
In the case our general
Is that the best? Is that the best plan we got? Just running around and taking out every bandits we see.
I think that I like it, but it's just that I feel bad for our non-existent DM. I mean, in character,
Sorry.
because I have a feeling that someone might have prepared some divine providence for us
You
to.
give this man too much credit.
Wait.
I've heard what he does with other campaigns.
Hey,
I mean,
He'll be like, I got a D&D game tomorrow.
It's around the chicken jobs, the Grim.
The chickens was a bad one. All right, we can move on from the chicken quest.
I'm pretty sure that the chickens are the bosses of the bandits now.
Yeah, probably.
so are we gonna speak with her, or are we gonna wait for her to approach us?
I mean, we can talk to her, but I don't know what we're asking, so feel free to say whatever you need to say.
I mean, I'm not the best talker, but I'm sure.
This isn't gonna end well. I mean, if you tell me what
Like
to
Trio
I'll-
is the talker.
I'll join up with him.
Where is she? Lady Joffria? From some of our mutual acquaintances, we have been told that you also wish to speak with us before all of these things, before all hell broke loose, basically.
Rude.
I mean, this sounds like a good time to ask if we need to ask anything in the case that, something happens worse.
She gives you a look, and then she gives sort of a sharp look towards Jorgen. Who sort of looks maybe a little bashful, shrugs, and then sort of looks away, not meeting her gaze. Yes,
I told you I shouldn't know.
do have something for you.
Are we replacing Jorgen? He's fine.
No, Jorgen is awesome.
Now.
But maybe Jorgen is getting promotion, man. We are just taking the old job.
Maybe I don't know. I think you could have a D&D campaign where you guys are town guards.
Sure.
You just go around and
Sounds like
I
a fairly decent one to me, too.
adventurers who come up and start yakking a bunch.
I mean,
They're
I remember we did, some friends of us, we did a campaign where we basically took NPC characters and we played as them in a tavern. It was hilarious.
There are some things that may require your attention, but, well, to be honest, I think there are more pressing matters for you. It seems odd to me that I give you a job and a time limit, and the first thing you do is inquire about other jobs. It's not exactly
That's because we don't care about
reassuring.
Here
Care about
the
getting
thing.
paid at the end of the day.
Okay, because we are dealing with. How should I say? Our folk had apparently some interactions with the people who made this happen at a point at Loxy, and I was just thinking if there's a chance that whatever this new trouble is, apart from the Loxy, if we know about it, perhaps we can put our minds together if there's a connection to it or not. I'm not necessarily looking for a job. I'm looking for clues to how the fixed thing.
She drums her fingers on her side. I can almost assure you that the two things are unrelated.
If you say so.
Hear me out.
And then she sort of bites her lip.
Seductively?
No.
You like hitting on him?
I mean,
As if she
I
were
wouldn't blame her.
a little worried now.
I mean, I give her like a shrug myself and be like, yeah, well, I mean, if it's as she says, it's totally unrelated and there's no connection at all, there's no chance of being a connection, and I mean, we'll just have to work with what we have, surely.
She's like part of the. Maybe she is the werewolf.
Oh my god.
There
But-
couldn't possibly be any. No.
You
But-
can't say that. You can't
Yeah.
say that and then be like, "Oh, yeah, there's nothing here." So
Like, I
spill
don't
the
even have to
beans.
roll a sense motive
Spill
for
the
that.
beans, Gargamel, or whatever your name was.
Gargamel.
Isn't that the guy from the Smurfs?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm gonna look over to. I'll look over to Aura and be like, so, do you got any clue? If, if something is related to this, could be related to this?
You're asking if the thing she has is related to this.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
very
you know.
likely.
What?
Right.
You guys
Well, just tell
sound
us.
like not very convincing.
Yeah, like in character, like just like what is it? If it doesn't make any sense, then we'll just be like, it doesn't make any sense. But we might as well get the information on the table.
Yeah.
She sighs heavily. All right. Come with me. But this is
Come to where? We're all in this really small house.
one of those things that you have to swear not to tell anyone.
I'll give her like a pinky promise.
I'll just give a nod and be like, sure.
You gotta swear on the spike chain god.
I give her 2 thumbs up.
My lady, this fella is definitely gonna tell someone.
Don't worry about it. I will consider ourselves trustworthy enough.
All right. Well, it's one of those things best done in the daylight. So, as it comes to daylight the next day, come to my manor, if you will.
Can't just do it here
Yep.
now.
Yeah, can't we? Like,
Hey,
No.
you don't
Because,
have
like,
time to
It's
The
breathe.
more you act like-
much easier for you to see rather than to
Ah.
explain it. You
God.
Fine.
probably wouldn't believe me.
She got like a ransom that says we're gonna turn you into a werewolf.
I mean, turning into a werewolf isn't actually that bad. Just saying.
I mean, it is in the sense you go around murdering people. Probably is not what most people want. All right, sure. Well, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Then
Midday, I assume.
whatever time. Maybe
She's
like brunch.
Exactly specifying as long
Well,
as
we'll
it's,
hit you up at brunch.
you know.
First light. She said daylight, so first light. We knock on her door like 5:59 a.m.
FBI, open up!
I'm a very literal person.
We're just standing there at the door waiting for the sun.
Okay, let's give it to midday, guys. Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, well, I guess we're not needed here anymore. We've talked about what we need to be talked about. Should we take our leave, perhaps?
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, good.
Tomorrow, first night, we just get Payton's character to bust the door down.
I'm gonna say, Yarborough, come on, we're leaving.
We pick him up and we
Uh-huh.
use him as a battering ram.
Wait, who's gonna pick him up?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I mean, I wanted Yarborough to buy a portable battering ram because they don't weigh too much.
Corey, it's really hard the FBI then.
So, we're sort of breaking up from where we are now. Where is it that we're going to next? Are we going about our own thing, going to bed for the day, or do we have some sort of business that we want to sort of follow up on?
I'm heading to the temple first.
I don't believe I
Look
have
for some books or the library. I'm assuming the library is at the temple. Unless there is
Or
not.
did speak to you. He does said he had some books, but I mean, or himself is staying at the barracks for a while. I mean, he's still sort of in deep conversation with the rest of the folks.
I mean, surely he won't mind if I start reading up in a bit ahead of him. I'm gonna head over to the temple. Sure, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get us kicked out of town.
Hey, I cut the code before you.
It's gonna be fine.
Obviously, we haven't visited the temple in a little while.
Is there anybody at all, like at the main entrance?
At this time at night, not really.
I'm gonna give like a whistle and be like, "Hello, anybody here?"
Sure, and a very sleepy acolyte of some sort would come to the door. Yes, are you all right? Do you need assistance?
Yes, I only need to be brought to wherever you keep the library, the books. We are dealing with an issue, and or said he could help, but he's currently indisposed.
I don't. We don't have a public library.
Or send me for the forgotten text.
Or any library. We have like 5
it has a
books.
collection, but I can't just allow you into his private quarters.
I can see. Fine. I give my head in and nod and be like, okay, of course.
Maybe like a really sad
Apologies for
walk
disturbing you. And you give a sad walk away. And then I'll be like, it's a shame that we can't rescue this woman.
Why didn't you get like a something that like or can approve or like give like a reference that you have the permission to do this? Like we were with him like approximately 55 seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, I could have said back. It's fine. I return to the barracks.
Okay, do you go back to the barracks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
you
if he's
head
not
back
there,
to the
I'm gonna be.
barracks. I mean, he would still be there. Yes.
Okay. Good.
We're just gonna switch maps a lot.
I mean, I don't know if all of you guys are following me. I assumed you would go like, yeah.
No,
This is like a morning exercise for him, so like I'm running around all over.
This is still that night, though, as far as.
Yeah, that night, but still, I assume like AM hours, so morning.
Okay.
Like some people eat dinner at this time, some people exercise.
yeah. I'm just saying that day and night rhythm isn't all that bad. The 3 a.m. steak, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, it tastes amazing.
Alright, well, let me stop you right there. And the people who are not coming with you, what are you folks doing?
Just sleeping or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna go sleep.
And yourself, Cinder?
I'm gonna accompany Richard, but I'm just gonna be there to accompany, not necessarily something that I have to do. It's just
Sure. Here, we will move.
make sure that like he doesn't get assassinated.
Of course.
I mean, you guys have people after you. You'll be like, get down, Mr. President.
You get back and not much has changed. Kenton is down sort of in a chair, and the guards are more or less talking to him. Loxy, of course, is still transformed and is still struggling against her bonds.
bindings.
Yeah.
I gave Kenton a pat on the back and be like, we're here for you, as I, head over to Aura.
He sort of gives you a despondent look and nod.
A lot.
I will I walk up to Aura and be like, yeah, I forgot, but the books you talked about, is there any chance we could, get to work with that, or is it too late for you?
It's a bit late. There is some excitement, but in the morning we can take some time and pour over what I have.
Didn't you say that there wouldn't be anything in them about this, though?
Not
he wasn't sure.
likely, to be perfectly honest with you, but there's always a chance. Sometimes I get a bit forgetful. It's knowledge I picked up somewhere. I mean, surely I must have read it somewhere.
I give a nod, and then I be like, well, I guess I'm done for the night, and head on out.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace. I mean, that means we can talk to or and do the books before we talk to Joffrey tomorrow.
He sort of catches you, your arm as you turn to go. What you've done, thank you for that. Better that this type of thing get resolved with no bloodshed if possible.
Of course. Bloodshed is only needed for those that, deserve it, you could say.
Right.
I mean, I had to smack her head violently a few times.
But
I mean, there's a good reason why he didn't say it to you.
I mean, like, hey. I think what I did was right, and that was the right move. I could have gone lethal.
So anything else that you two would like to sort of follow up on, or is it?
Like, for the next half an hour or so, I'm going to terrorize the vagrants to get them in a better shape. Basically, like...
You're like waking them up to do it?
Yeah, like a drill sergeant, like in the middle of the night.
You're starting to become a very unpopular person.
Yeah.
But like... Yeah, I don't care, like...
People are just ignoring you, basically.
I like these are like the vagrants, like very weak and like beggars and stuff, that I'm going to force my will to make them like into better persons, because I want them to work out.
I feel like the guards are gonna fucking throw you in jail.
I'm gonna kill them.
I
mean, like, these are the vagrants.
Wasn't this a lawful good character?
No.
I don't believe so.
Oh my god.
Lawful part is there.
Oh, lawful chaotic. Are we?
I don't know how it works.
Those two are the different parts.
I'm just trying to bring order to these people's lives. They are like living in squalor, and they're squatting everywhere. So, yeah. They need better living standards.
Oh yes, he's just doing this to help.
Exactly. I'm going to make every person in this town buff.
Just so swole that you're like...
I don't think that's how getting buff works, but, you know.
No, like, yeah, exercise. But yeah, basically.
What we do is we take a bunch of starving peasants and we make them do push-ups.
I'm sure they will build muscle. They just need a...
I mean, as soon as we fix the food problem, I will be buying food for these people as well. I occasionally do. Like, I have like a portion of my gold, like, strictly separated for these purposes.
Alright. It is the next day. We have 27 days left.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I wake up. I have a massive smile on my face. I head down to the... I head over, because I sleep in the inn, remember? The tavern.
Yes.
I head over to the bar and I say, 1 beer with 2 eggs.
Oh,
man.
And so you get said 1 beer with 2 eggs.
I smile to the barkeep and be like, thank you. And I pay him the 2 silver pieces, I think it was, for it.
Yes. Probably not even that much, honestly, but I haven't updated our menu in some time, to be frank.
I mean, now that they have the
Okay,
chicken.
1 silver piece then.
Yeah.
I think they should give us free food.
They did give you, you know, a bunch of gold.
Yeah.
I
What?
can't eat gold forever.
Forever.
So, we're gonna go to Gallifrey first?
I'm gonna head to the temple first and search the books, because midday, I am assuming she meant midday, and she said what she said.
She said, like, daylight. It's daylight right now.
I mean, it's morning daylight, you know. It's like, I mean, what's the clock, like 8, 9, 7?
Just go. If the sun is up, I say we go there, and then we can
Yeah.
do the library thing afterwards. Because library
Feels like-
thing probably gonna take some time.
Yeah, it's gonna take days, perhaps, like, if not hours.
Hours,
Yeah.
very least.
Fair.
Like, depending on how many books she has, but I assume like it's more than like 3.
What do you think she's got in there? Do you think she's got like other werewolves chained up? She's had like a secret werewolf collection.
No, the plague arrived, and they have quarantined the person who got plagued.
Miss Harrison can make some lunch because we're eating lunch
Maybe
together
like-
again.
Oh, how
since
nice.
Tomorrow's the start of winter break.
Yes. Okay.
Or maybe she has like a child,
All right.
like a secret child.
Yes, played by Riley.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Alright, then to Joffrey we go.
Gallifrey.
Whoa.
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
No, that's the king from Game of Thrones.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it is.
James.
There's
No,
two
that's-
kings. Yeah.
That's the little finger from Game of Thrones.
All right, we roll to bust the door down.
No, we don't.
I knock on the door.
The door, look, it's like the door.
unless the awesome friend, aka Jorgen, is standing outside.
There are guards at the door. Jorgen is nowhere to be seen himself.
I'll,
He's probably sleeping with the Gallifrey at the moment.
I'm gonna be like, morning, Mr. Abate. Trying to hear his name.
Anderson?
Mr. Anderson.
This dude.
Anton, sir.
Anton. Ah, yes, wonderful. Anton, we have a meeting scheduled with Joffrey.
No?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Well,
She said come and see her during when it's daylight.
Let's see, I would say it's pretty daylight today now, isn't it? Don't we agree with that?
He sort of laughs and he goes, I don't know if you're familiar with noble customs, but this doesn't count as daylight.
Go ask her. We're here.
I knew it. I turned around to the guys and said, I knew it.
No, you didn't.
It was
Fine.
your idea to come up here.
Give me a few minutes and I'll see what I can do, though.
It is very important.
And he sort of goes off. About 30 minutes or so pass.
Oh my god! I need to go inside.
I sit on the fountain here and I like pick up rocks and I throw them across the other fountain meanwhile. As I wait. Because I am so fucking bored.
You're pacing? Is that what I'm
Oh.
getting?
I'll try to dodgeball.
All right, I'm gonna go like I don't know, talk to this tree or something.
I go
I'm
and I
so
pick
bored.
up a beer and I return with a beer and an egg in it.
Eventually, she does come. I didn't expect you so early. It's pretty obvious that she's, you know, wiping the sleep from her eyes as well.
Oh, I mean, we thought, like, since you mentioned how time sensitive our current circumstances is, we thought it would be the best to come up the earliest as possible.
I'll add in the early bird gets the worm phrase in there.
Right. Look, come in.
Alright.
Nice. Also,
But if you would, leave your weapons with the guards.
yes, of course. Hold on, let me wrap all the large spike chains off me, and I'm gonna like keep them off into like the guard's lap.
Sure.
I mean, I basically wear my like chain spike as a scarf, so it's like part of my outfit.
I mean, you would not be allowed to wear spiky chains in if they ask you to disarm.
Yeah.
It's part of my skin.
Inside, I'll like give him my
Yeah,
crossbow.
no, I'm
and
gonna leave it.
what's it called?
I'd give Anton my spike chains. I bring out my heavy flail. I'll be like, here, Anton. I'll take the shield here. The dagger, and just like hand them out.
And I give out my 17 daggers, my longsword, my warhammer, my battle axe, my chain spikes.
I give him everything but my dagger.
Oh, God, do you know? Let me see what I have.
This is gonna end well.
Okay.
Sure it is.
I mean, do we have to like give everything that can count as a weapon? Because that's going to take some time.
I'm gonna give him my shoes because
I like crowbars and stuff.
So it's now I should bring up that story.
Just give him
But
the things that actually count as a weapon. Like I don't think we're like
I mean, to be fair, everything in
to,
my
like
hand.
kill it or something.
I'm gonna give my spike chain and warhammer. I
Give him
guess.
like the weapons.
I'll just keep the shield on my back. Then I'll rephrase slowly the story and be like, hey, do you know that once upon a time there was this like dude that cut a piece of his like scale mail out a bit and then he used that as a weapon. Just saying.
I mean, it's metal, so you can use the weapon.
Uh-huh.
Who do you
Body
say that
slam
to?
Nah, just say it wordlessly out. So do you want me to take off the armor as well? As a joke, clearly.
No, that's probably not necessary.
Do you
Fair.
need me to cut my hands off so I can't cast any spells?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be like, hey, she has a very good point. I can cast spells with my hands as well.
Yeah, like you just tie the index finger and the thumb together, so you can do somatic components. That's a
I thought
That's
you
a
were
very
in a
off-
hurry.
I thought so
Fine.
too, and then we were sitting outside for 30 minutes.
I mean, like, you asked us to leave our weapons. We have lots of weapons. What can I say?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Hey,
that's
like,
all. I
I'm
think that's
stating
all
this
from-
while I'm like, undressing the long winded chain spikes from my body.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet tall.
But long story
Yeah.
short, everyone other than Trium, who keeps a dagger on him, or at least has said so, does pretty much totally disarm.
I have a hunting knife that I forgot that I have, so it stays in my backpack. And it's not on me; it's on my backpack.
Okay.
Look,
It's
then
like-
just leave it in there. Like,
Yeah, like it's there with like my camping things, not necessarily a weapon.
All right. So she takes you sort of through the manor, and it is in pretty
Oh, you got
bad shape. Even still, there are sort of people working, but most everyone seems to be working towards the left side of the mansion. There's very little going on the right side, and it is to the right side that she leads you through. You can
Awesome.
move yourself over all the way.
why am I
through.
so small? I don't want to be this small anymore.
Yeah, you're
This is that big.
Look how small I am.
Tiny.
Okay. Why is this guard so big?
He's a big guard. He's a big boy.
It's a big boy. I was gonna say.
Big chungus.
You're led into the room, and it is heavily guarded, much more so than any place you've seen before in the mansion, and even outside the mansion. She brings you to a set of stairs leading down that at one point were obviously hidden, and probably hidden fairly well. They're quite ornate. Looks like they're carved out of stone, and there are runes practically on every step down.
Can I do a knowledge check on them?
You can.
Ooh.
Oh, I can do detect. Well,
What
actually, I think
kinda? What kind of knowledge is it? Religion?
You could do a religion if you have religion. You could do like engineering if you have engineering. You could probably do a history as well.
Does read magic work on these, or?
If they're magical.
Oh, okay.
I got a 18, as to say.
You can't make out what any of the runes are, but they were likely religious in nature. Like,
She's a werewolf.
whether icons or something like that, but chances are, something big. And she leads you down the stairs.
I'm gonna take note of it. So, you
Are there-
religious?
Are there any lights down there, or?
There is no light,
Oh wait, I can roll Arcana as well, really quick.
but towards the bottom of the stairs, she does light up a torch.
Magically, or
No, not
Sure,
magic.
it's out there.
Yeah.
Basically,
I'm gonna light up just in case I'm gonna light up my lantern.
it looks like the room below is lit up, but the stairs themselves are not lit up.
Yeah.
There are
boom, 16 Arcana. What are these runes? I know all about them. I wrote them.
unfortunately you don't.
Son of a bitch.
You. Yeah, they're not actually magical.
What?
Do you recognize the alphabet? If it's Dwarven, Draconic?
She's a hoax.
You do not recognize it.
Okay.
You get down, and you travel a fair ways down. Several stories worth, at least. Probably about 4 stories. Every one of these steps along the way is very intricately carved as well. You get down, and it opens up into a huge room.
Question: is there a handrail?
There would be like a wall to it. I mean,
But
2
not like a literal
walls.
handrail.
Yeah, but not exactly 2 handrails, no.
So can I slide down the handrail and not touch the stairs?
It opens up into a huge room. Again, ornately carved, but you barely notice the carving because the room is dominated by the figure of... You're not entirely sure. For all intents and purposes, going by stories you've heard, things you've known, it appears to be a titan who's simply laying there, perhaps dead.
Did you say a titan?
Is it a statue or actual
Looking at
thing?
it sure looks like it's an actual dead titan.
and it's just down here in the basement? What the fuck?
How long is it? I mean, what? First of all, what do we know of Titans? And second of all, is it rotting? Does it look like
It's
fresh?
certainly not rotting or anything like that. There is a sort of
Can I do
layer of
another
dust over everything.
knowledge check on it?
Okay.
Can I make also a knowledge local check for if I know any
Sure.
local connection to it, perhaps a local folklore regarding Titans or
I'm gonna
giant
go
kings?
with that roll as well, since I have knowledge local.
Okay.
Okay, that's a bad roll, so I'll assume that.
Nothing picking up on the local. Stories that you would know are stories that you have heard. The Titans are sort of on par, maybe a couple steps down from the gods. Unaging, immutable. Basically, the Titans from, sort of Greek mythology, if you will.
But they were the fathers of the gods, or the.
Not exactly Greek mythology. There
Okay,
are,
fair.
yeah, but
Oh, so these are not
the
the
idea.
D&D Titans.
Think of the Reggies from Pokemon.
Sorry, what?
The Reggies from Pokemon, where they're like, they're important, but they're not like the end-all be-all.
So
No,
these are not like the
those
D&D
Pokemon?
Titans. Okay.
Not quite traditional. I mean, few and far between, sure. But again, this is what you sort of know, and sort of what you know kind of gets mixed up, passed down word of mouth. Certainly, no Titans exist any longer. Hanging question mark at the end of
Well,
that
that's because this one's dead. So of course it doesn't exist anymore.
I'm gonna be like, so.
There
I'll be like,
are
what the fuck?
not quite. There are papers scattered everywhere, large enough to be obviously written by the Titan. And there are scribes, guards everywhere. They look to be going through methodically, looking at these papers, organizing them, sorting them, filing them, doing whatever they can to make any sort of sense of it all.
Wait. So
There are lots of papers. I mean, the
So
floor is...
Geoffrey just has like a whole functioning militia and like library under this house.
It sure appears to be like that.
I'm gonna be
Beyond
like,
the Titan, there is basically a huge and elaborate doorway with a gate. It looks to be made of, if not solid gold, then it's certainly leafed in gold or cored in gold, or however you would have it done. Again, very intricately designed runes on them, which look to be similar to the runes that were on the steps. It is shut.
I'm gonna give a slow whistle and be like, talk about having ghosts in your closet.
Yeah. Alright, well before anything else, can I cast Detect Magic?
You can. I mean,
Isn't Detect Magic everything, or is that just
there's a
You
specific-
get
range
a
on it.
cone.
60 feet?
Yeah.
So is this room bigger than 60 feet?
It is. I mean, it's large enough to,
I mean, Detect Magic, you can concentrate on it to, like, keep it longer.
Either way, I mean, there's tons of magic throughout the room. Obviously, the gates are magic. The Titan is magic. All of his equipment is magical. Because he is still equipped. It looks like he had some rather impressive armor. There is a rather impressive and colossally big sort of battle axe leaning to the side.
What would you say the power, because, like, Detect Magic lets you, like, determine the aura strength, like, faint, moderate, strong, and overwhelming.
I mean, strong.
like,
if I had to put a number to it.
Okay, so strong is like 7th to 9th level spell level, apparently, it says.
Right.
Okay, we are level 1, guys. just to remind you. Okay, that's like level 15 to 17.
I mean, if I had to put a number on it, if you look at this halberd, you're like, oh, that's at least a +7 halberd. Excuse me, battle axe.
It's very strong to overwhelming. Okay.
As you can see, I do believe what I have going on for you is unrelated to your current issues.
And okay, I'm a little bit confused. Like last night when I asked you about this whole situation, you kind of implied what was happening there with the werewolf and stuff takes precedent, like take priority over this.
See,
like this.
She sort of shrugs. Can you open the door?
I mean, can I
What
try?
is this?
Knock yourself out.
What is this thing?
So,
And
but a
what
door
are
doesn't
these
mean the
people?
gate.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously.
Okay, here's the thing. Why do you want to open the door?
Well,
So
we're still sort
without
of
knowing what's behind
piecing
it.
all that together.
You don't even
right
know what the
now
thing in the middle of the
ourselves.
room is. I'm asking you, what is this thing? What are all these people? Are these real people?
Well, yes.
Can I-
They're working for me. I mean, they are trying to figure out why, basically, and what, and who, and where, and even how.
I'm gonna turn towards Joffrey and be like, you inherited this place, correct?
Yes.
She was kind of banished here.
Well-
At least that's the story.
This place, and she sort of gestures around, has obviously existed from some time. The manor was put over it 70, 80 years back or so. Someone must have discovered this then as well.
So that's why the town's here then.
How long
She
has this thing
nods.
been dead? What is this thing?
Well,
But what's the story for the manor then? Like, you said it inherited, so somebody in the family certainly had it, but it existed for so long. Why is the manor then broken? If you knew about this,
why is what?
the manor.
Why is
Why is
manor
it broken?
ruins?
Yeah. Why they don't like safe keep it, take care of it.
That's a question that I don't know either. Records-wise, the manor is owned by 36 people or so.
Oh, so it's kind of like first come first serve ish, maybe.
She sort of shrugs. It seems like that, or it's been a conspiracy to keep it under wraps, which is something I kind of believe as well.
Okay, so but like you don't know what's beyond that gate.
Not particularly.
You don't like. Do you know anything about it? Like, have your men, your people, been able to gather any information from
Very
all of these
little.
people?
The language is not one that anyone knows. We're still
What's it?
through cataloging, taking down things. What we believe we have, though, is some sort of diary belonging to him.
I'm gonna ask, have you had any mages, clerics, use contagion to understand what's written? By chance?
No, mages who can do that are in somewhat short supply.
Well, wait, hold on, I'm actually checking what level spell is that.
It's the first level spell.
Yeah, first one is a first
But
level
like
spell.
mages are in general rare in the
Yeah,
first
exactly.
place.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like, and not many mages take that. It's not like a very.
I can have it prepared for tomorrow. I did not have it prepared for today.
Sort of shrugged. The other thing that we've sort of run into is that those that get their power from priests or from gods, the gods don't necessarily want them reading it.
I mean, we can test that theory whether if your god grants you the power to do so. If it doesn't, it wouldn't, right?
Yeah, fair. I mean, I can perhaps try tomorrow at best, but
We can try it tomorrow. Can
Hmm.
perhaps find a.
because
We can find like a bard, a law master, or some sort.
I did notice there was religious ruins on the stairwell down here, but I could not pinpoint my finger on like what god or what deity they will be from.
She nods.
Can I? So, but you say it's diary. Can I have a look at it?
She sort of gestures all around you to, the paper just scattered all over the
Oh,
floor.
okay. Can I do like Can I spend some extra time, like looking at the scrolls to get a bonus on them to see if I can like figure out like what language or deity is specifically?
I mean, you can look at them, surely.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I mean, this is kind of like use some time and to like take a. Can I take a 20 or is that too long?
I think there's a skill for it. It's decipher script. Do you have it trained?
No. But I'm trying to like use a knowledge instead on it. Not this. No,
Are
no.
the
I'm trying.
scrolls magic? Or the diary? The diary was magic, surely.
The ink was magical. The scrolls themselves, not so much.
Yeah.
I can use read magic on it. See if that works.
Should try.
I don't know if it will work, because maybe they'll be like, you can't read magical ink, but...
Yeah, like it's the inscription needs to be magic, as in it needs to be like a
Yeah,
magic
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that will work in that sense, but I mean, I could try. I mean, sure. I'll cast read magic on the scroll anyways, see if anything happens.
Not particularly.
Nothing. I can't like read the ink. It was like signed 2 years ago.
Do another knowledge, I guess.
Geoffrey, a lady. I mean,
I know nothing.
you
I can't
mentioned
read.
like there must be a reason why you were thinking of getting us down here, even if we like approached you first, but you were thinking about it. So, what do you think that we can do for the situation?
Well, eventually we're going to get those doors open.
So wait, I don't know if you said, when did has this thing been dead this whole time, or did it just die?
It has a layer of dust on it, so
We think it's
probably
been
dead
dead
for a
for
few
quite
years.
some time.
Right.
And how long ago did you find this?
Several months.
When did the workers start working here?
Shortly after.
Oh, okay. So still
Alright, let's
not
open
much
the door.
information.
Alright, go intimidate the door.
Go
Can I
block
just
it.
try, like pushing the door open, to see if
It's
something
unlocked.
happens?
Sure.
Can I bluff the door?
Hello,
I assume it's
door.
the
Oh, question, Graham. When I used detect magic, would the door have been in range for that?
Oh yeah, the door was super magical.
Okay. Like I read it and I just like flew across the room. I was like,
Okay.
no.
I touch the door and try to push it open or like open it. I assume it's locked.
Oh yeah.
Or yeah.
No
I
one
mean,
has tried
maybe
to open
maybe.
the door.
I mean,
It's
you
on-
gotta
does it
try
have
it.
Does
Yeah,
it have
you gotta
a
try.
visible? Does it have a visible like locking mechanism, like a keyhole or anything like that, or is it just?
It does not.
Is it a single door or double?
Like a double door.
Uh,
You know, it would open in the middle and open outwards.
like, do we see any? What are the words? Like on the frame,
Like hinges or anything like
hinges, yeah.
that. No.
Okay, so is it seamless or?
It is seamless.
I mean, give me a few levels. I can bypass any damage reduction and take this thing down, but not at level.
I'll bluff the door.
But I thought there was like a massive gate. You said is like the door a part of the gate or?
That's
There was a gateway and a
Yeah,
door
just sort
inside
of-
of the gateway.
lost in
Ah.
translation. Yeah.
Alright, I mean, this is good to know, and I appreciate that you trusted us with this, and I would definitely be interested whatever reaches beyond this, but without proper expertise in regarding of portals, I don't think it is within our or your
She sort
capability
of
to open that.
glances or sort of waves her hands at all the scribes and whatnot who are working. Fancy that.
I'm gonna be like, but you say you're cataloging it. How are you cataloging it if you don't know what's written there?
Well, trial and error mostly.
I mean, I guess they can still write what it's on the scroll even if they don't know what it is.
Yeah, and like when I say an expertise, I meant as in magical portals rather than. I mean, I'm pretty sure scholars of any capacity is going to be of help, but I was thinking of like a specific thing. Perhaps you would have resources to make an inquiry of someone who would be like specializing in extraplanar travels or knowledgeable about portals.
And do you have someone in mind here in this land?
I don't have your resources.
Well, she's asking if you know anybody.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
I mean, I can definitely send word back to my continent, but that's going to take how much time, Grim?
Couple of months.
Quite a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, unless you're like long distance messaging. Have you
because
tried? Oh, okay, Grim. Can you tell me like how is the archway? Is it like it pressed into a section of the wall? Does it have its own wall or anything like that?
I don't quite
Oh,
understand.
God.
Like
what you're asking.
okay, like is the door like this part of like a wall?
Yes.
Okay, so or like is it like an exterior thing, like on a platform or something like?
No, it's like part of the wall.
I was about to
What
say
is
we can
the-
dig
what is
around
the-
it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask around that. Like, what is it? Regular stone?
Sure, it looks like regular stone. I mean, it does happen to be decorated again in the same rooms that are basically over every single stone.
Let's just start
Have you-
whacking all these rooms with a pickaxe.
No, like, have you tried to like do anything to the surrounding walls, lady?
Yes.
Feels like a bad idea.
That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I'm asking whether if they had done it or not.
It was a
So I
bad
assume
idea.
I assume that bore no fruits.
She nods. And she
We're
again
able.
sort of
we're
waves
able-
to all the people, fruitily trying to catalog language they don't understand.
No, like we're able to damage the walls at all, not the gate, but the walls around it.
No.
Have you tried? I mean, this might be okay. Like going at the map that we are currently in and the distances that we have traveled to get down, where would be around like approximately? Is it like still in the mention area or like
We can't go through the
outside
wall.
of it?
Someone will say we can't go through the roof.
Actually, I'm gonna be
No,
like.
I'm just trying to get like a reference, whether if it's still in the mansion or somewhere else.
You're not entirely sure. You don't think it was quite steep enough to be underneath the mansion? Because, what, 5 stories down? That would be...
Oh, is it that far down?
yeah,
Jesus.
that would be
But, like,
quite
was it-
some...
Like, was it spiraling for like or
No,
or
it was
like
not
was straight?
spiraling at all. It was straight.
All right, then it's probably outside of the mansion. Okay.
I'm gonna answer for you and be like, surely this mansion had like whoever owned the mansion, like resided here before. They had like a bedroom, like a small office, I assume, right?
Yes. Well, that's
Uh,
also sort of the thing. While the mansions have been owned, it doesn't look like anyone actually lived here.
Have you been able to track the said owners and like confirm the legitimacy of their claims?
No. As far as we can understand, the owners that are on the books didn't exist.
Oh, I'm gonna. Can I request? I'm gonna ask you for a bit. Like, hey, do you mind if I have a look through? Can you show me the office of what you assume is the office in this mansion? They're like either resided here or built it before.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she would take you. Here, I'm just gonna.
What was the
shift
skill check
quick.
to detect forgeries? Was it actually the same as?
Did I
forgeries?
care?
Yes.
Technically, win all those manuscripts and forgeries.
I'm gonna.
No, I mean, if I'm just gonna go with her and look at any documents that they might
Oh,
have,
I see.
in
up
case
there.
any of them were forgeries, because I've got that skill.
Does it look like? I'm gonna ask her. Like, has this room over here been searched yet?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
for-
it's
for-
sort of been searched. It doesn't look like there's no leftover papers or clues like that. If you're sort of going through in detail, which I sort of imagine that you
Yeah.
would, what you're sort of getting is the impression that everything was sort of a veneer. It was meant to look like an office, but nobody ever really used it as an office.
I'm gonna be like, huh.
This is an office. It's just an office made to look like an office.
Enough.
Yeah.
It's all a sham. It's all a sham.
What's this here, Grim?
Yeah, fireplace.
Okay, so it is fireplace.
Well,
No.
so I don't think we're gonna be able to do much with this. But before I forget, well, this is kind of like going back to the werewolf plot. Knowing that like the people we believe anyways are trying to ambush us. We know they knew we were going to get what was that guy's name? Alfred or something from the place, the alchemist.
Alistair.
Alistair,
That's close.
Alabaster.
Yeah, so Alistair from there. And they were trying to ambush us. If we say that like had Geoffrey gave us a new mission to, I don't know, go to some random city and just grab some a MacGuffin of whatever, just something that looks important. Maybe we can like lure the people back to like find us.
Give
We
me
would
like
just
5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Because if they you know are looking for us, and we know there's an ambush, then maybe we wouldn't hopefully not get ambushed, and be ready for it and all that.
I mean, I'm gonna head back down. I assume after like sorting the office for a bit, and be like, mansion looks like what's it called? Like
Yeah.
a bluff?
It's just a
Yes.
decorative piece, you could say.
Yeah, like a storefront. What do you call it?
A facade.
Yeah, facade. Yeah. Kind of just like
but
a
I mean,
facade.
but like, cause what are we gonna do with the werewolves? Because otherwise, our other options just start going around and beating up random bands. And I feel like because the ones, whoever did this, assuming our theory of the arrow is true, they've clearly got tools at their disposal. They're not going to be like some amateur group, almost assuredly. I mean, I guess they theoretically could have been. They could just be given some arrow by someone else and then be like, "Go get this." But something tells me that like they sort of know what they're doing more or less, and that we're probably not going to find them right away. And they might know we're looking for them before we even see them.
Yeah, that's fine because that means that maybe they'll actually try and face us.
Maybe, but they're only going to fight us on their turn. Like it's, and if they see us looking for bandits, they're going to probably catch on that we are looking for them.
I mean, we could just do like bounties, looking for bandits, clearing
true,
them out.
but like again, I mean, but that's the thing. After a certain number of bandits, it's going to be obvious.
Yeah, we should probably like set us up as bait. Again.
I'm back.
We have the kobolds, don't we? We could head over there and be like,
By the way, did anyone brought up like Geoffrey? This makes perfect sense for people to target the town. Like that's definitely related.
I don't know, but that's all
Town
there
in what
now.
way?
Get
Okay.
rid of them.
People had been trying to hide this place, giving this place fake owners and make sure that no
Okay.
one comes near it.
Yeah.
And now that there is someone and people surrounding it, they make everything in their power to make the said people desert the place. They are not attacking the place. They are not trying to get attention by raising the place from the ground. They are trying to make living here hard, so people are going to slowly leave.
Get rid of the town, get rid of
Maybe,
the
but
mansion.
that's like
Grim's
quite
not
a
here,
long tier game or long play, because it would take many years to get rid of a whole town. To happen overnight.
No, like this
No,
town
not
had
really.
been built in a few months ago.
Wasn't this town been like here a few years at this point?
I guess it was like abandoned, maybe reoccurred, came back, stuff like that.
Like even so, I feel like it would take people who aren't like
maybe Gallifrey's recent arrival made them think that okay, like this is bad. I don't know, but like there's merit to believe that there might be a connection. Like
I don't know. Were you here though when we were talking about the possible werewolf plan? Going back to that.
Yeah, I think I heard a little bit of it. Like, I like the idea of a bait. I mean, I think that's. I mean, you guys are the bait anyway.
I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
Yeah, we are the bait.
Like, but I mean, like, that's not too bad because I'm just saying that I think you can take them.
I mean, like as long as we make a pact that we are not going to kill each other just because we turn into werewolves, I'm all fine with that.
I will kill myself before you kill me.
I mean, like that can be included in the pact. Like, if you desire to be killed, if you turn into one, we can arrange that.
Put me down.
Also, I mean, like, if I'm going to be a lycanthrope, I don't want to be a werewolf. I want to be a werebear.
Werebear.
Werebears are.
Owl bear.
Do you know what werebears get? Plus 16 strength.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, like were tiger is also very cool. Plus 12 strength.
With the bear paws or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay, so strength 16, dex 2, con 8. And you also become lawful good.
You become lawful good when you become.
Not necessarily like when you go like on voluntary change, you act in the animal's preferred alignment, right? So if you become a werewolf, you are pretty much chaotic evil when you are an animal. But like werebears are lawful good, like on like a default setting.
Stop there, criminal! You're under arrest. You just run around and like.
Bro, oh Jesus, werebear.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ooh, I'm also like freezing cold. It's like 37 here today.
Okay, a werebear is like plus 9 levels. Jesus Christ.
61 outside. Well, that's cold.
Oh, you guys are using Fahrenheit, right?
Oh my gosh, my name.
Imagine not using freedom units.
I'm sorry, what's this one? Fake units? What is it? You like subtract 30 and divide it by 2, so it's like 15 degrees Celsius.
That's not cold.
It's like.
Oh, I mean, you guys are in like morning hours, noonish, right?
I was really close. It's actually 16 degrees.
This is like 5 degrees above freezing. I mean,
that's 15 degrees above freezing, at least in Celsius.
Celsius are awesome.
And like, why would you use like the freezing point of like water as a reference if you are using Fahrenheit? Like, if you're using that as a reference, why are you not using Celsius?
Yeah, I was about to say it.
That's a tangent.
But yeah, I'm gonna be like, this office doesn't look like it was ever used.
She nods.
Like, the entire place looks like a facade, yeah. Like, fake. It doesn't add up, doesn't match up.
It does.
It does match up?
No, it does look like it's a facade.
Oh yeah.
It does look like it doesn't.
Okay, so what's the plan, guys? Like, if we are bait, how are we bait?
Oh yeah, so I don't know if you heard this, Graham, but I don't know if this is the plan now. But I was saying that what we should do is we should have Jeffroy give us like, because those people were trying to ambush on our way to get Alistar. So if we just if she gave some other like
MacGuffin mission.
Yeah, mission for us to just like get some arbitrary important sounding thing. We go there, maybe we get ambushed and we can draw out the people who did it.
Yeah.
Was that to me or was that to her?
That was to you as
if you have heard it or not.
No, I had not heard it.
Yeah, I'll just we're trying to catch up. Gotcha. But that's sort of the channel. But yeah, but that's what we want to try. I mean, we can tell Jeffroy right now.
Yeah, it's not like we can do something about this, but like this would be something on our on our head to think about. Maybe find a solution, find a mage who can like do comprehend languages.
Yes, our mission is to find a mage for the undead titan, for the the dead titan in her basement. Put that word message out.
I mean, this titan was what size again? Colossal?
Yes.
Yeah, that's big.
That's
Has anyone
big.
like touched the Titan at all? Maybe
No.
he's just sleeping.
I don't want to touch the Titan.
Do you want to
Just
wake
don't
up the
touch them.
Titan?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to touch the Titan.
I slap him across the face.
Let's put it this way. It hasn't moved in the last 3 or so months since we've discovered it.
Does it breathe or?
No. We're pretty sure it's just dead.
But no one has touched it?
No, we've touched it.
Okay. Poke with stick.
Pretty much. Excuse me. Gently shaking it.
Oh, maybe we should bring that up with Joffrey though, because I mean, if we can do something about Loxy problem, might as well.
I think the Loxy problem is what we should try to focus on first, since we have a general idea of where to go.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't know
what I
where to
meant. Like,
Titan.
yeah, and maybe we put down 2 birds with 1 stone, because I mean, yeah, I mean, Lady Joffrey, I theorize that if what you say is true, and there are people who are deliberately trying to hide this place from general public by making fake public records and such, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think the same people are trying to drive the newly found townsfolk away by making everything bad around here, including food and security.
Oh,
So it might be
very much so.
very well. It might be very well connected.
My guess is that that's why they attacked you as well.
Yeah.
While you were bringing Alistair here, they thought he was more of an expert on this, and she gestures, and thought to get rid of it. Although, if that was the plan, it was sloppy, to say the least.
I mean,
Hear me out then. If we think the target is, then let's just say we're gonna go get some wizard guy, named, I don't know.
So, like we
Darl
are
Valyar.
we are going to pick a device that lets us decipher scripts.
The script cipher 2000.
Yeah, and you need some adventurers, because this is an expensive item. You need someone to escort the payments and bring the MacGuffin back safely.
Hear me out. Let's say it's something small enough to fit in our trap box. We can just put it there, and if anyone tries to open it, explodes, and we'd be like, "Aha! We caught you red-handed, you son of a bitch!" And then
But they die,
we don't
and we
have to
cannot
open the
interrogate
box.
them. Or
Yeah, I
we
mean,
use the box that Trium has.
That's what she was talking
No,
about.
that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you say explosions, I thought like literal explosions,
No.
like I don't know, like delayed
That's
fireballs.
I mean, jokes aside, if they were to try and ambush us, I mean, I am fairly certain we can,
Don't mind me,
Take care
you
of that.
guys keep going, because I'm gonna be a bit...
Yeah.
Like, it might take a bit to be back, so, just do your thing.
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
I hope he's okay.
yeah. But, yeah, I'm gonna be like, so, set a plan, try to bait him out with a job, and that actually reminds me, I'm gonna walk a bit closer, I'll be like, also, who knew about us, getting out for Alistair?
Well, apparently word got out somehow. I don't think it was exactly uncommon knowledge.
Fair.
People that knew was you three, that gem cutter fella. I mean, our dwarf friend, and I assume your staff and you, Lady Joffrey.
I mean, probably Jorgen knew as well. Probably some of the guards.
That's her staff. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so who might have been leaking it?
Clearly, it was one of us.
Clearly.
Ooh.
How dare
I mean,
you?
it couldn't have been me, so Like, I think I'm in the clear. I didn't know. I wasn't there.
That's what you
A
want us to
likely
say.
excuse.
I'll conveniently clear myself of all doubt. It wasn't me. But, I mean... Elconia seems mighty sus.
Kinda sus.
Yeah, green sus.
Who's that
Green
one
sus.
guy who joined our party and then like left right after we almost got ambushed by that group?
Oh my god.
He's probably escaping with our gems right now. Oh no.
Oof, cursed.
No.
But yeah, I guess that's the plan then. Try and bait him out.
I mean, it's
Potentially.
morning. It's morning. We can just start conducting it right now.
Well, no, I think we need to let word get out. So we need.
No, that's what I mean. Like just right now. Let the spread the word for like 1 or 2 days.
She's
And like
sorta-
tomorrow morning, next day.
I assume you give her the plan, right?
Yeah.
And
Like, we
she
got
sort
told-
of tilts her head to the side. While that's likely a good plan, are you sure the two things are directly related? Finding a cure for that poor girl?
I mean, we
mean,
don't have any better leads, Toria. We don't need your
Like,
Dalton's.
Our only lead is that the people who shot her, which were looking for us, is the one who delivered the disease to her via that arrow or something. And if you are carrying a particularly dangerous disease like that in a weaponized form, you probably have the means to cure it very close.
And
Unless
well,
you're stupid. These guys might be stupid, but
But
I'm
even if they
hoping
don't
that
have it
they're
on them, maybe
They
they
did
know.
hit the wrong person.
yeah.
But like they bought like I think these are just like probably the mooks or like the middleman who's hired to do the jobs, but they might lead us to the perpetrator.
Yeah. And well, regardless, I still haven't forgotten about Sir Moonspire getting his eye stabbed out by what I will consider maybe to be this group.
No, I don't think they are. They might be
'Cause someone was-
related, but that's the
Yeah.
Owlbear thing.
Yeah, that.
That's all about thing true.
Well, if you give me some time, I can make some messages, let some things out, and try to find someone.
I mean, like, it doesn't only have to be bait if you really want to, you know. You could actually combine it with the job for us.
Yeah, if you have actually need something that needs to be done, it might be like one stone, two birds.
Yeah.
Like, just tell us what the actual thing that you need, and tell the people that we are going to get the MacGuffin.
Right. It'll still take some time.
Yeah.
You understand that
Mhm.
the village around is springing up sort of as a consequence to this.
Yep.
I mean, I gotta say, the town was built awfully quick then. Or was it there before?
No, there were just a few scattered buildings. You know, the apiary was here, the smithy was here, obviously this building, and then the tavern was here.
I mean, they were probably like built when the manor was first built, and that's probably like the amenities for the manor, I would assume. Back in the day. Right. So okay, what are we gonna do for the next day or so then, folks? Maybe we go into our little friends. They are good ambushers. Like, what if we ambush the ambushers?
True, what if you ambush
Like
them?
we just make like a onionized,
The problem is
like
there's-
layered ambush.
The problem is that place is to the south, and I assume we're heading to the western town, since that's the only non-plagued town nearby. Well, let me rephrase that. It's the only non-plague /
I mean, here's the thing though. They're the ones that are trying to catch us, so it doesn't really matter where we go. right?
Yeah.
They should be the ones.
Well,
You
we
know,
need to have an air of believability. Are we going to go back to Plague Town to try to grab something? Probably not.
I mean, like, I guess the word would have come out, like, our circumstances, how we got Alistair out, which was very fast, and he didn't get to get any of his belongings with him. Like, we just smuggled him out, like, practically, as far as his paraphernalia goes, we got him, like, buck naked.
I mean, sure, but like, we don't want it to be too suspicious. I mean, we can try, so we can just say we're going back to the Plague Town, sure, but I feel like it would be way more plausible that we're just heading to the big town to the west. That, and then we're actually at said big town where we can actually maybe do something. Because
All right, I'm back.
There's certainly nothing welding at the.
I mean, look, that works. I mean, I understand you just don't like the idea of using those guys because you hate them with, like, enormous passion.
I mean, that too, but I'm saying, so really, why, like, I don't care what town we go to, but, like, what...
Away from those little ones.
What are we going to do if we get to the Plague Town? We're just going to awkwardly stand around for, like, an hour or so because we can't go into the town?
I don't believe he suggested going to the town. He was suggesting visiting the kobolds and getting with them, and then working with them to set up an ambush.
Yeah, ambush on the ambushers.
Yeah, like, we're gonna get the kobolds, and we go west, north, whatever. Kobolds are going to know our route. No, like, kobolds are going to know our route, so they will scout ahead, and basically we are going to pincer the ambushes.
I mean, that's what I'm asking, though. Can they, like, work that far out of their cave area, or are they going to, like, die?
I mean, if we can get them, like, enough provisions. They have been living off the land for, like, God knows how long.
As far as, like, are they magical creatures or something like that? Nah, I mean, they can leave the cave.
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, that might complicate things, and I understand your reservations about it. It was just an idea.
Like, I don't care. I mean, we can use them. I don't know how they're going to help us, but I think that somehow it will.
I mean, they are like little crafty creatures.
I mean, they're pretty stupid.
Oof.
Not really. They're primitive, uneducated, but they are very cunning.
Are they?
Like, they have literal zero math or, like, geometry knowledge, and, like, their traps almost killed you.
They didn't almost kill
No,
me.
Treem.
Like, I don't think they almost killed anybody. Like, Treem
Treem got lucky that, like, he fell down onto the plate, so the darts went over him, and only one of them hit.
And I mean, like, you say
It was
that, but
totally
like,
calculated.
this man's so bad he hit every trap and barely took a scratch.
I mean, to be fair, like, Jorgen got decent amount of damage from those things. Those things are... And again, like, these traps are made with, like, primitive tools, primitive technology. Like, they're not half bad if you give them a chance.
Disarm the traps?
I would like
Or
to.
do we put them back together?
But, okay, what are we doing for today, though? Do we need to do any...
I'm heading to the temple, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's just for today, whatever. Let's just go and search the library or whatnot.
Yeah.
If Alistar will, or not.
More is merry, and it makes it easier to fast forward.
Yeah. I'm gonna also, torture Urfi and be like, do you have any books regarding, lycanthropy and stuff like that by any chance?
To Jafroya?
Yeah, just like quickly.
She says no.
Like, I don't know. I mean, that's what it is.
Okay. So, to the temple.
To the temple!
Or exists. He's somewhere. I believe I deleted his token.
Oh no!
No!
He no longer exists.
God's hand has
Just
smited him.
exploded. Poor Big Chungus.
Poor Big Chungus.
There is.
One of these days I'm going to save his stuff.
Oh my god.
Ugh. So yes, we'll sort of cut out a little bit of the back and forth on this one in the interest of brevity here. And he does have some books. If you would like to join in poring over them with the two of them, Nithrin and specifically, let us get a gather information check?
Wait, I was gonna use a charisma for doing.
Yeah.
Gather intelligence. Alright, you ready? Douche.
Can we make like search and
Oh,
stuff?
that's a 20 right there, which is actually 16 plus 4, but...
You can also make knowledge locals or knowledge histories.
I'm doing knowledge religion then.
Knowledge
Not get your information.
What search?
Search would probably
23
work as
lol.
well. We can just do a simple search.
Like just because like I'm not a scholar or anything. I'm just like looking for keywords and like
Right.
pointing at the real knowledgeable ones.
All right.
Oh, that's
My gather information was trash, but my knowledge religion was good.
So you spend basically the day sort of poring over his private library, which is fairly, impressive, but unorganized, unfortunately. It's a personal collection, so books are stacked on top of books,
Can we take
letters,
this opportunity to
scrolls,
organize it while we're doing this as well? Put it back in like order.
I guess. But like, as I was saying, letters are stuck in books, scrolls are in scrolls and scrolls type deal. So, it takes you a bit longer. But you do come up with some pretty pertinent information. A high level, and again, quote, high level, because, immersion.
A 7+ skill.
Cleric or priest or druid can both cast spells that would remove the disease.
Mm-hmm.
Go first.
Is it called remove disease?
Ironically, yes.
Yeah, but it's I think you need to be I think you need to be of X level to like have the effect necessary.
Nanu, we need a power level you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 12, 13 caster level.
Something like that, I think.
You don't exactly know the specifics. You know that it does exist, that you can do it, and it can be done magically. Also, there have been reports of simply a remove curse spell, which again is not really a simply thing either, but which will actually work as well.
Does anyone have any scrolls of remove curse?
No.
But I don't question. Are curses and diseases like the same thing?
No.
No, they're like remove curse and remove disease are like separate spells.
Okay,
Even.
so we probably think that a remove curse would probably not work.
Correct.
Considering that.
Because I think we deduct that this is a disease, not a curse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was.
Any like herbal remedies or like mundane remedies?
There's a couple, but mostly they're only effective if taken within a few hours of actually being affected by it.
Yeah.
Belladonna, or Wolfsbane, is the very key thing. So if you are looking for protection from it yourselves, well, that's a very good thing to have on you. But if you're looking to cure something that's been established, it's less likely to work. Probably totally unlikely to work, but
Yeah, that's it.
Is there a time limit for like remove disease or like remove curses as well, or?
It does not appear to be so in the literature that you have.
Okay. I mean, this is a start. I mean, we can start going towards bigger places to see if they have any, like, adequate, like, divine people who would be able to cast such magics or perhaps like have items of similar potency.
Remember money.
It's only money.
Money, money, money.
Okay. It's a start though. That's good. Or would he have like? This looks like a temple with a garden or something. Perhaps he would have.
You just carrying
From
wolfsbane
Belladonna?
back there, my friend?
He wouldn't necessarily. I mean, it's belladonna. It's more of a poison when not used for, this. It is a toxic substance, so he would not have any growing.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
it's also very
pass.
beautiful, I would say. So for a garden, it's pretty good. Oh, maybe Alistair might know, like at least where it might be grown locally. He was an alchemist.
Yeah, I'm gonna also ask Helicona and be like, hey, Helicona, do you know anything? If it's
Funny you
nearby.
ask. I am actually a herbalist. So,
Ah.
Hey, Green, do I just have wolfsbane in my bag for some chance?
You wouldn't, but it is not the most uncommon, herb you have ever heard of.
It's not the most uncommon herb I've ever heard of.
You could
Here,
probably
could I
get your
actually
hands
roll?
on it if you spend
Yeah,
a
could
while
I-
looking for.
Can I roll or something for Russian herbalists about where we might find it or something? Or I don't know if that's a profession thing.
You could. That's more for gathering it, storing it, preparing
Yeah.
it type.
I
I
mean,
mean,
would I
it
know
certainly
anything
would
else?
help in knowing where it grows.
I'm gonna roll it. This is 16. Do I know where to find it? Do I have a compass that points us to the nearest wolfbane?
You got a pretty good idea, but now I actually have to Google it because I have no idea where the actual plant grows.
Oh my gosh.
Because I mean,
Not fair.
Jesus.
Make it up. Everything grows near rivers, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if it was a shady thing or whatnot.
Imagine knowing less than I do, girl.
I mean, pretty
South
much
Africa?
anywhere, really.
Alright, and boo, it's right over there, everybody, look.
It happens to grow in your heart.
Oh,
Aww.
it happens
Now
to
you've got to
grow.
cut you open.
Many parts of the United States, mostly around dumps, quarries, near old ruins, under shade trees or atop
Year-old
wooded
ruins, you
hills.
said.
A year of the ruins. It's
We know exactly what one of those are. Oh man,
Okay.
For the record, that was literally what it said. Old ruins.
It's like an IQ 300 campaign setup. We gotta go to the ruins now for all of our quests.
Like- This is the most natural railroading. It's not intended railroading.
Is it really railroading if it's not even
Yeah.
on purpose? Wow.
like it's natural.
Just happens to grow exactly when we need it to.
Isn't that just wonderful? Okay, but we look for wolfsbane, I guess.
Yeah.
After I will of course thank or and be your help is much appreciated, and I think we'll learn some new things today.
Well, sure, and I appreciate the slight organization you did.
You're welcome.
Of course. Yeah, right. You organized all these books as well.
Yeah,
Can't
we
really
did.
well as we were going through it. So that did take up most of the day, however. So it is
Fine.
pretty much evening now.
Fair. 26 days remaining.
And I say
No.
pretty much, but
I mean, the next day, perhaps we can start traveling slowly and look for wolfsbane along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
So what do we do? It is the evening time. It has just basically gotten to be dark.
Just go to sleep, I guess.
Yeah. By the way, Mickey, are you listening to Africa?
Oh no, I just started humming that randomly.
Oh, okay, no. No, I gotta listen to that.
All right, so we go our own separate ways. We go to sleep.
Yep.
Rumor has gotten back to us. Loxy did turn that third and final night. Kind of figured she would. I mean, you know, all signs certainly point to it happening.
Fair.
It is the next day. There are, in fact, 26 days remaining.
We look for Wolfsbane, I assume, first thing. Do we all gotta do like a gather check or something?
Well, it's going to be sort of two things. So I presume, you know, we're sort of waking up, we're doing our thing. Are we just sort of wandering around looking for it? Are we looking for it
I
in
go
these
to
specific places?
Jeffria's house. Manor.
Okay.
That's literally the definition for
I
ruin.
mean,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine going to the ruins.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna hear it. Before I start searching around the house, I'm gonna walk up to the guard and be like, you know, ask for Jorgen. What's his name? Jorgen, yeah.
It is Jorgen. Yeah,
Yeah.
and eventually he does come.
I'm gonna be like,
Yes.
hey Jorgen, we're looking for Wolfsbane. It's a herbal thing, you could say. And it's, you know, basically it's regarding the disease and the, you know, the werewolf stuff, as I'm sure you're aware.
Right.
But what we also know is that it grows near ruins, and well, as you certainly you're aware, well, this is a very ruinous place, wouldn't you agree?
Sure, but not likely to find it in here. I mean, there
No,
aren't plants
but
growing up
outside.
anywhere. You can feel free to search.
Okay, awesome. No, I just didn't want to, you know, look stupid if you know looking around the house, snooping around.
I don't know if I can prevent that.
Fair.
That was rude.
It was intended to be more of a good-natured joke, though.
Yeah.
That was mean.
It's fine. It's fine.
Uncalled for.
But yeah, just don't head inside. We do have appearances to keep up, and try not to make too much noise to wake up the lady. And
Wang, wang, bang.
we'll be
Oh,
fine.
she's having her beauty sleep, I assume. Still.
Indeed.
Of course, the midday. The midday.
I mean, this is early in the morning. This is the first thing you guys have done since waking up.
Hey, everybody gets to work.
Look
And
how
I mean,
productive we're
Jorgen is awake, so I mean, surely he knows.
Thank you, Jorgen.
Jorgen.
Can we ask Jorgen to come with us on our owlbear adventure?
Jorgen looks cool.
Jorgen's a pretty cool guy. I like
Yeah,
him.
Jorgen's
My
pretty
favorite
cool. I like
character.
him.
You could ask him to, but I think he's
Jorgen
already got
is-
a job.
Jorgen is so much better than that guard over by the other town. Like,
Yeah.
infinitely better.
Oh yeah, the captain. Captain
Yeah.
McDick.
That's
Who's it?
Yeah, Captain McDick.
You are better than the entirety of what's the town to the south of it's called? Like Holland or something like that?
Well, no, this is Holland.
Oh,
Warson.
Warson. I hear we've been to Warson, and all the guards there were terrible. But you, Jorgen, you're better
You're
than all of
awesome.
them put together. You're amazing. And
Thank you.
you seem like a man of reputation, and not just reputation, but skill.
I
And
appreciate
we're about to
that.
head to some owlbear ruins. And we would want no other man of our side than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would like to. I mean, we don't even want to fight an owlbear, but like, if it comes to it, you're more.
Yeah,
than
we want to
welcome.
fight 3 owlbears.
3 of them. Well, I certainly appreciate the offer. But...
We'll definitely compensate you for your work.
Oh?
I mean, if you did come and yeah, sure. I mean, you may be busy here, but
He looks
always
interested
fun.
for a moment, as if he wants to ask, "Oh, compensated how?" But then he goes, "No, I'm fairly happy with what I'm doing."
No, I was going to offer myself, but okay.
Well, hear me out, Jorgen.
The right
Cinder
honorable
will
gentleman does not
Cinder
swing
will
that
stay
way.
here to make sure everything runs smoothly while you're gone.
I appreciate it, but I do have responsibilities to the lady of the house.
Maybe you can spare a few men?
I mean, yeah,
I can see what's going up. Come up with a plan. I'll look over it because, well, no offense, but I'm not interested in putting my men on the front line to take blows for you.
Fair.
Oh. That makes sense from your perspective, I guess. I can't blame you for having that perspective, but it doesn't really make sense from our perspective. Not gonna lie.
Like, that's
I
Yeah, I
exactly
mean,
what we do.
Having people
want.
take our blows for us just seems like a great idea from where I'm standing.
I mean, to be fair, I am the one who usually goes in first, like charging in and taking blows.
I mean, hey, get us like a crossbow person. They can just be in the back shooting. No danger to them.
You may have a bit more luck trying the beggar's company.
Oh yeah, right. I keep forgetting that the mercenaries are actually not the
They
good
would
mercenaries.
they would ask too much of a share, though. Like, public servants are much easier to handle in that regard.
He gives you a flat look.
Hey, I mean, I was
Mr. Charisma.
okay.
Yeah.
I was a public servant once, like in the past. So I get your pain.
Jokes aside, we'll see if he comes with something. But let's look for Wolfsbane, guys. Do we need to roll for it, Grim? Or do we find it? It is a very ruinous place, just saying, you know.
I mean, it's a ruinous place. It is not an uncommon thing. Let's see. Let us get a search skill from everyone who wishes to take time to search.
Around the house?
Yeah, this
I'm
is
gonna
around
say-
the house as far as I know. As far as I've been told.
Surrounding area.
Yeah.
Since I'm like, you know.
Yeah, Nikki, you get
I
a
heard
+2 synergy bonus.
Yeah.
Ooh, I rolled a natural 1.
Oof.
I got a 2.
I rolled a
No.
21 then.
Nicky found Wolfsbane. The rest of us is like, how does that look again?
Well, what a pretty flower.
What a pretty flower in there.
Just looking at a shitload of wolfsbane, like, what a pretty flower. Anyway, let's keep going.
You got a 19,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I rolled 21 if you add the +2.
I was saying Lordington.
Yeah, I have +7 to search.
Gotcha. Well, you know, sure enough, the two of you managed to come up with one plant each.
What the fuck? Jorgen, you lying son of a bitch.
I mean, maybe he doesn't know what it
We
looks like.
trust
So.
you.
Yeah, I'd wager like a brand new captain of the guard probably doesn't know what wolfsbane looks like.
Or has
True.
spent much time looking for flowers.
Unless he's a
That is
romantic,
a
I
valid
guess.
concern, I guess.
He looks pretty romantic, though, Jordan does. Look at that face. Sexy smoothness.
Here, let me break it up.
Where is it?
Look at him.
He's
A
ready.
man of
man.
character.
Look at those sideburns.
This man's got some mutton chops.
Sexy.
Goodness.
So, are we going to sleep now?
What is it? Morning? No.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think we used entirety of the day looking
Now,
for.
you would
Yeah,
have
this
used
is
probably
like
about
evening.
half the day with, you know, it's noonish.
Okay.
Because like we had a really early start, right? Like 5 a.m. start.
Probably not that early. It was light, but it was probably, you know, dawnish.
Yeah, so it's midday now basically.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm hungry, guys. Are you hungry? I think we should head back to the bar.
Well, I can just snack on this wolfsbane. We're all good.
I don't think it's no waste, though.
Just
Also
wasted.
called belladonna, and I did say it is, poison.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
just
a
throwing
plant
it out
hunter,
there.
it'll be fine.
She's a planter as
Like,
well. She.
IRL,
Am
people
I
died
part
because of...
Wolverine, Grim?
What's that?
Am I parts Wolfbane since I'm on him?
No, you aren't.
Uh,
I had the power within me all along.
yeah. Ah, yeah, the parts of Wolfsbane.
Let's
Okay,
see.
but return to the tavern, and I see Darren's here. Maybe he has some work for us later. Who knows? I'm gonna ask for the egg and the beer, as always.
He goes ahead and gives you the egg and the beer. Just to be, just to actually charge you something for it. He charges you 3 coppers for that. I mean,
3 coppers?
3 coppers.
Damn.
It's literally
It's
a
go-
beer with 2 eggs in it.
Okay.
It's
That's
practically about as cheap as it can get.
Hey, maybe I get like a special feed these days because it's should just like have one prepared each morning. Alright, well we don't have really that much to do now, do we?
So,
Except,
as you're coming in as well, you do see Darren sitting and talking with someone that you have not seen before, and that you very likely,
This one, I assume?
see his name. I don't know if you do see his
The
name.
fuck?
Robin. Yeah, we can see his name.
Jonah.
But like, where's
And-
Batman?
That's a religious symbol on the shield there.
It is a religious symbol on the shield.
Shall
Oh,
I,
praise the sun.
yeah.
I stand up and I go, praise the sun.
Praise the... Let me do the knowledge religion. I think I
Looks like a symbol of
have no
feathers.
clue who that is.
You actually stand up and do the you can praise the sun thing.
These foreigners with their, other religions, it's very hard to sort of keep them in check.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I feel like I've seen this before, but nah, impossible. It's probably some no-name religion, right?
Did somebody else roll one? I'm sorry, I
No,
clicked away for a
only
second.
thing.
Oh no, I say that was the praise the sun. While T-posing.
And I know it's a religious symbol at least. I mean,
You do.
something.
I mean, it's fairly obvious, likely. Darren would speak up. This is them. What wonderful timing you have, friends. How are you?
This man, the way. Wait, we don't know. Isn't that what he says to not say about that?
Now I'm gonna be like,
Oh,
Darren,
that's-
of course you know how we are. We are amazing at our work. What else can I say? And I, say hi. And who's this fine other religious fellow?
Oh well.
Here?
What we have is we have Robin. He's a priest of Hyronius.
Ah,
Is
of
he double
course,
seven by some
Ironius.
chance?
Very convenient, but not quite. He has a job for you if you're willing to listen.
Oh, well, I mean, we're always willing to listen.
already, but we'll hear him out.
He sort of turns things over to Robin. He goes, hello. I've been told that you can probably help me with things. My name is Robin. And I have a matter of some difficulty. I come from a very small town to the sort of northeast, and I'm an adventurer, or sort of was an adventurer like yourself. We were sort of raiding a tower that's well, we believed, the rumors had, sort of belonged to a wizard. Long dead. I don't want you to think that we were...
You went into a ruinous tower that belonged to a wizard.
Right, let's... Maybe less ruinous and more sort of intact, but our information was that the wizard was dead. However, it kind of appears that he wasn't. This wizard sort of...
feel like sorry for the misunderstanding.
Grave misunderstanding, I see.
Sort of went through my companions. I wound up...
Sorry for your loss.
Well, yes, I wound up turning tail and sort of running part way through. To be honest, I was hoping to find someone, very frankly, to help me sort of... not exactly enact revenge, but it is very obvious that this is, quite an evil wizard, and steps need to be taken to, well, put him down.
What is your proof that he's evil?
Did you not start this whole story saying that, like, you weren't raiding some guy's house, and then said we ended up raiding this guy's house, and then now he's like, we need to kill this guy?
What is your proof that this man is evil?
Well, I mean, he destroyed the rest of my companions.
He probably acted self.
Breaking into his house.
Yeah, I mean, you just said that you were like basically raiding his place. It makes sense that he protected it.
I mean, raiding, of course, is a strong word.
But it's a word that you use, not us.
Well, for lack of a better word, rather.
Okay, but you went to the house and...
Wizard's Tower.
Okay, but you arrived at the house and you started, I guess, picking up items, right? And then suddenly he was there? He appeared, or...?
Well, yes. I mean... you sort of know how it goes, it seems. I mean...
No, we don't.
I mean, I give a slight chuckle. I mean, like...
How did this mage destroy your companions? Like, can you elaborate on the destroying part?
I don't entirely know. I turned tail and ran after the fireball.
The fireball.
He sort of... he's almost cringing as he's saying it. Like, he doesn't want to put it out there, you know.
Good luck with that. Sure you'll find somebody who can deal with that type of stuff.
Well,
Yeah, that's beyond our pay grade.
it's possible that we did sort of kill him. I do know that he was attacked by some rather potent poison.
So you kind of just want us to
You went to that
check
man's
it
house
out.
and you poisoned him?
You make it sound so...
Oh, you make it sound so...
Well,
The
look,
job sounds
you
very
know how
generous, I'll put
things
it that
are.
way.
Like, why were you carrying very potent poison with you if your intention was raid a tower that was abandoned because the owner was dead?
Oh, well, I mean,
Story doesn't
our
add up.
member just
Well,
happens
he
to
was
carry
dead because we
poison
shot
with
him
him.
with
It's
poison,
sort of how
so-
he is.
Huh. I mean, still, like, if there's a chance that he's still alive, I don't think it's a good idea for us, complete strangers, to raid this place.
Hear me
That
out.
sounds very rude.
You go check to see if he's alive. Come back, and if he's dead, we'll go help you.
I don't think I'm willing to do that. Really.
How much? I mean, I'm gonna like skip the chat, but you want us to go there and check if he's dead, or do you want us to kill him? That's two very different jobs.
True. Yeah. Well, if you pay us to see if he's dead, we'll do that. Dead.
And I mean, like, if he attacks us, well, of course we're gonna protect ourselves. If he does not attack us, well, I mean,
I hope he doesn't attack us. We'll just be like, "Yo, you alive in there?" And he'll be like, "Fuck off." And we'll be like, "All right." Have a good day.
grumpy grandpa. Goddamn kids on my door again! Launches fireball.
Great guy.
I
Don't we have stuff to do though, guys?
I think it's probably enough to check if he's dead. I don't.
Is there a timetable for this?
Well, I mean, sooner rather than later. I'd kind of like to know if I need to start running.
Yeah, I understand, but guy, we have some.
It's the wizard
Personally.
coming for you or something.
Well, you know, stories say that wizards are often vengeful.
I mean, if he could, he would already. Then it means that he cannot or he won't.
And it's a fireball flies through the wall. Get this dead.
Through the window.
I mean, like, what do you guys think? Like, I personally, I think that we have more pressing issues, but we can definitely check this after we finish
Yeah,
the
I mean,
immediate
like-
task.
More pressing issues, but
You lay low, and we're gonna just tell us where it is, and we will eventually get back at you.
But
What
Before we
about
I was about to say, what about the payment? How much are we talking
for
here?
500 gold?
Each.
whoa, this has got red flags. Red flags.
Well, no, not
Like-
each, but
If it's not each, it's not worth.
if this man has 500 gold on him, and he's telling us to go check to see if his wizard is dead, this has got.
I'm gonna ask him, are you able to pay half of that up front?
yes.
Can we do someone hit this man with a sense motive or something? It's gotta be lying.
I mean, I don't believe him. I'm not making a sense motive. I straight up don't believe him.
I have a very
I
hard
made my
number.
mind.
I'm
I
gonna
don't believe this guy.
I'm gonna look over 3 thoughts.
I'll do it. I'll do
Is
sense
it already
motive.
done here?
No, if he is here, he's muted. But I believe he. Just
Oh
went-
shit! I was muted. I was talking.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Why is
roll
no one-
sense motive, just in case.
Why is everybody ignoring me?
I'll also do sense mode myself, but still I'm gonna do
Alright,
that.
I'll let Trion.
So
So, I
This
mean,
is-
it's pretty obvious that he's being less than truthful here. I mean, Nithrin doesn't get it. Nithrin thinks he's
Yeah.
telling the truth.
I think he's telling the truth.
You know, is certainly the means of which they went about raiding this place. I mean, you know, obviously, I
There's a
believe
bunch
I
of
made
red
it very
flags.
obvious. It was sort of a red flag.
Yeah.
I mean, very
I-
obviously a raid. Excuse me.
But do I know, since he's told me straight up about the god, do I know if this is a good god, evil god, you know? What's the god known for? This god,
Hieronius?
rather.
I mean, Hieronius is like the paladin god. He's very righteous, very,
Oh,
very into justice and whatnot.
slap that shield out that man's hands.
Something doesn't add of them.
And even I don't think we should even take any of this gold, because even if he pays us up front, this gold almost certainly came from the wizard. And then we're gonna have wizard gold off, so wizard will be like, hey there. boy.
I don't think you can. I don't think that Wizard has like, oh, I recognize that gold coin there. That is from my treasury.
But technically you can though. You can magically inscribe things to be yours.
I mean, I highly doubt that Wizard will go about inscribing his gold. And,
What
I mean,
do you
maybe.
know? You got nothing better to do with that tower.
I think he has better things to do than inscribing each of his gold pieces.
I think we should keep the offer in mind, but we have a bit of a time limit on the other task.
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna, move over to that and be like, we'll keep the, the stuff in mind. But we currently do have a very much so time job, so we can't do it as of currently. But we'll keep it in mind. Maybe within the upcoming month, or even in next month, we should definitely have time. If you can wait that long.
What about 800 gold?
Oh, Red. Whoa. Can we just pull a knife and rob this guy? It would probably be less evil to do that than whatever he's trying to make us do for that much money.
I'm gonna be like,
It would be like you're carrying 800 gold on you. Right
Now we're talking. 800 gold.
I mean, that's
I mean,
Guys?
should be a quick job, right? In and out.
oh, yeah, true. Should be a quick job.
Our quest journal is piling up. That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta complete a few tasks before we are taking new ones.
I say we take it, do it quick, in and out, and then.
No, we don't think we should take this one.
800 gold is a lot of money, though, guys. But I'm gonna gesture over to the bar. Hey, Darren, can you come to the bar? Help me get some beers for the guys here.
Sure, I can help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
And he would,
Are we gonna trust some good dude who walks up with 800 gold?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna, say it so straight to the face of Darren. I'm like, I believe in, but on the same time, there's a bunch of red flags there. So what's the real deal here, Darren?
He shrugged. I don't rightly know. He just came into town this morning. Asked some questions, looked around, found out who I am and what I'm doing. Offered me 100 gold straight up to introduce me to you.
Whoa!
To introduce you to him.
Like either that money is cursed, don't exist, or there's something bigger. And if it's something smaller, we can't handle fireballs.
Yeah, I was about to say like fireballs. That's hard. But I'm gonna say, have you seen this gold, then, Darren, since you've been introduced, or is this coming later?
I've got it in my hand. He does reach in and he pulls out a couple of, gold pieces.
Can I be like? Can I look closer? Be like?
He bites
real
into
gold?
it, and sure enough,
Yeah.
it bites. It sure looks like it's real gold.
It explodes into fireball.
It's like, no, I'll give you. He's a bit shady. I mean, no cleric of Hyronia should be acting like that. I mean, I heard his story, and we just heard it right now. But
Yeah.
Gold to real.
Like,
There's no way.
I'm also a bit skeptical because, as far as I remember, like I didn't recognize the god, but when you said it, that's a paladin god, rightful, righteous, good one, you could say.
Grim, can I cast detect magic on this man? Or just, I guess, in general, and focusing on this man.
you can. It's not like he would likely know what you're doing. It's not like it's a free action. You're doing nothing, and you just snap your fingers, and then you can do it. People around, if they know what that spell would be able to,
Decipher it that is detect magic.
I mean, technically I could just, walk across the room and do it, because that's 60 feet away. But, I think...
Do it.
What, in front of the dude, or, over where the other is? Yeah.
No, just go over and do it. I'll distract him.
Okay, yeah, I'll go over here to the bar, and, with these guys, and,
Just keep talking to him,
you guys talk to him. And I'm gonna cast detect magic, mostly, focusing on him.
So, I mean, he's not magical. I mean,
Well,
his sword is magical minorly. His shield is magical minorly. And then it looks like he has several magical items on him, mostly potions and whatnot.
Okay. But,
I ask him.
What the gold bag that Darren has right now?
Nah.
Nothing.
Oh.
In the meantime, I ask him like how they found out about this wizard and why, like how they decided to approach, etc. Like I'm just trying to get some information on the raid.
Well, I mean, it wasn't me that found it. It was Serku, another cleric of the order, and he sort of found out about it and put up the quest, came up with the proof that he was evil and all that, the deeds that he had done, before, as it were. And again, we sort of thought he had passed since then, but well, I guess Serku was sort of mistaken on that front.
Which order are you from, and what deeds are those that he?
Well, I worship Hieronius, and he was a nasty piece of work, terrorizing citizens, burning things, demanding tribute, virgins and whatnot. You understand?
Ah, yes, classic evil wizard.
Apparently, he had this thing where he would polymorph people at a whim
into gold pieces,
fantastical beasts and whatnot, monsters, really.
Ah, yes, he sounds like an awful human. Is he human?
Elvish, I believe he was.
Ah, even worse.
Elf racism.
Awful. Yes, it sounds like we would be doing a very good deed, checking whether he's dead or not.
Yes.
So I'm not
of course,
there,
if he's alive,
like, checking if he's dead. Like, do we just need to like knock on the door, and if he doesn't answer, do we need to see him dead?
And of course, if he does live, I would appreciate some help in taking him down.
This man's qualifications.
That would have a raise in our fee. You understand, obviously.
More than the 800 gold?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to go into a dangerous wizard's tower and check whether he's dead. And it's another thing entirely to plan an elimination, so to speak. I think we can agree on the 800 for the dangerous task of infiltrating a wizard's tower, which could be ripe with magical traps and a live and evil wizard. I think it's only fair that if we had to, plan to remove him, well, obviously, it wouldn't be for the same price.
I can see that, but I don't think I have the money you're talking about on my person right now. If it comes to that, and we do have to get our hands messy, as it were, we could come to a different arrangement, but I can't really go higher than 900 gold to
950.
Check it out.
Right. Well, we can talk about we can cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll have to talk about this job first.
Yeah, I'm
spare the time now.
While they're talking, I'm gonna be like, so I'm gonna straight up be honest with Lauren right now. I believe some of what he's saying, but on the same time, there's too many red flags. Like you said, fireball. Like that's not just like casual visor. That's a very powerful one, I would say.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna mildly, but we're gonna require some money for it. And like, if he's still alive, I mean, I haven't hightailed it out of there to say that way.
I feel like our best bet would be like, I mean, maybe we could go see if the wizard is alive, but certainly we don't want to fight this guy.
Yeah, like, there's no guarantee that like he's going to spare us, though. Like,
we'll just like we'll don disguise. We'll be like,
Oh, yeah, but like, if you're a very highly intelligent wizard that was recently attacked by a band of adventurers, what do you do? A second band of adventurers come into your door.
Hey, but we're gonna knock on the door, okay?
We'll
Right.
be like,
Knock
We
on the
can
gate,
just-
whatever. Yeah.
Holy
You
shit.
you guys underestimate the paranoia of cloistered scholars too much.
We can
I'm
pretend
sure
to be
it'll be
like
fine.
people of the Holy Church. Hello, sir. Would you like to have some time to talk about the Lord and Savior of the Holy Faith?
Okay, like, how far is this first of all, and are we really thinking that like postponing all other stuff that we were discussing for 2 hours?
Well, if you made good time, it would probably be about 2 days' journey.
Round trip or two there?
There.
We're looking like a 4 or 5 day round trip.
No.
Huh?
That's
Maybe
like
people-
1/5 of our time frame for the other problem.
No, but like, we don't know how long is it going to take us to deal with the other problem.
Exactly.
But remember, we have to
I
give
don't
it a
think we
couple
can-
days for Geoffrey to get back to us.
Also, Geoffrey already started doing preparations for the things that we have told her to do.
Yes, I don't think we can take this on right now. Maybe when we're done with what we have on our table.
Or maybe in like a week at most. Like we would have been dealing with at least the whole bait stuff.
I think this is Robin as well. I'd rather not stay around a week. I
Give us the
think
directions and like we'll meet you there.
no. You don't understand. I wouldn't be going. I think that would be a particularly bad idea.
Give us the directions and we'll go there. And then if we ever see you again, you pay us.
I could. All right.
Wait, we were talking Darren, right?
No, that was
Rob.
Robin. I mean, I
Oh, yeah, Robin.
kinda are crossing.
Okay, we return with some beers.
Right.
Oh yeah, we return in a minute. I'm carrying the beers. Even though I don't drink beer.
Everybody gets a beer. I don't know. I'll pay for it.
Robin does not drink. Thank you, but I don't drink.
About holy man who tells no lies, I cannot drink.
I give a still nod like, right. Well, yeah. We do currently have some work we need to get done with, but
Well, what is it that you're trying to do?
Classified.
Important business.
I understand that my personality is not the most egregious, but I am a competent adventurer in my own right.
what do you know of lycanthropy? I'll say that.
Lycanthropy. The nuts
Oh, I
and
am a
bolts behind it?
lycanthrope
Very.
myself.
Just the rumors and stories I'm sure that everyone else knows.
Oh, you are a holy man of Hieronymus, right?
Yes.
But surely you know how to
Do you have the ability to remove curses or remove diseases?
I'm afraid not.
Do you know
My
anyone of
companion-
your order who might be able to?
Well, my companion Serku could, I believe.
Are they dead?
How could? Okay, so like, were you weaker than them in your faith?
Less experience, maybe.
Like, what makes them able
He just
and
keeps
you unable?
silent at that. I mean, it's certainly not something he would admit if he was.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be like, but your companion, you say, what? Didn't you say they all died, or are they still alive?
I do believe they died, but as I said, I ran.
But if they were alive, you're saying that this companion of yours, he cured lycanthropy, correct?
I believe so. I'll admit it never exactly came up in conversation, but he could cure diseases. I had seen it myself with my
I'm
eyes.
sorry. I sort of played harmonica in the middle of Grimsby.
I'm gonna. Can I roll like a sense motive? He like knows what he's talking about, or if he just
Quizzes, except it wasn't a quiz.
random guess here?
I find it weird he just left his
Yes.
companions.
Yeah. I also feel like we are taking like a new thing every goddamn hour and we are not accomplishing anything.
I mean, I believe him.
What's wrong?
I'm really bad at it. Yeah.
Let's just go get some more chickens from the town over.
Yeah. And it's like, it has been frustrating.
What was that last little thing?
It has been frustrating. Like, yeah. Oh, steal request. What? Who's stealing my cards?
I am.
What? Oh.
There you go.
I'm trying to collect certain specific cards as well.
Oh,
Goodness.
Ace of Spades? Oh, I think I did. Angry.
But
Regardless, so I think I'm going to take an early night. You guys would notify me in the morning what we decide on doing. Okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna look over and be like,
I don't know. I think we should
Yeah,
leave
trust-
this to the side and focus on the lycanthropy problem. Unless we
Okay,
can.
let's ask him to give us the directions to the tower, so we have it. I don't know.
And he would
I
tell
mean,
you.
do we? I missed this because I wasn't here. Do we know if the companion's dead?
He believes so.
He thinks so.
think so, but he's not 100% sure.
He didn't look back.
Didn't look back.
And I mean, well, it is something like, if we can't really find, where they did this to us, we can go with Jofria first, and if that doesn't turn up any good, then, we have this backup plan at least.
The old wizard's like a really nice guy, and he'll help us.
So
Yeah,
on
maybe.
the map, because I realized I didn't pull you, but I did. Oh shoot! It didn't actually stick. Hold on.
We're at the overmap now.
Yes, it's basically like right in this Y, the directions that he's giving you. There should be a little black symbol there now. Whoops.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Big fingers.
But yes,
I'm
right.
back.
Why are they so big?
Why are the two heliconians?
I don't.
This island is mine.
Nithrin rises from the sea.
I have come from the sea. But you said, where was it again?
Right here.
Right here on this Y. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You might have to zoom in a little bit because
Oh, yeah, I
it's
see it now.
black.
Okay.
Which perhaps I shouldn't have made it black, but
It's fine.
Maybe you'd like a token of some sort.
yeah, but I didn't have a little tower token.
Yeah,
prepared.
I'll draw a tower token.
Oh, God.
Hold on, let me. As they say, Google.
Tower, a nice pretty green so it stands out. Which means everyone's gonna think it's a tree. Oh wait. Can I make it smaller? It changed. Son of a bitch.
So, what are we thinking?
I think we're probably not gonna do this right now.
You know what? I'm actually going to use the restroom real quick. So, 30 seconds or so.
I found the tower token, Graham.
I'll
There you
bet
go.
back in as well.
Yeah. I mean, as a character-wise, I think it's like, this job, you know, that's a lot of red flags. It pays a lot, so it's kind of like.
It's a trap. It
Well,
sounds
the
like
reason
a
it
trap.
pays
Yeah,
so
it
much is-
probably. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it was a trap, like honestly. But then again, it's kind of like.
Maybe this guy is like an incantation of the wizard. Maybe he is the wizard.
That would be a
Sounds
high
like-
level intellect.
Big brain.
All right.
So,
But I don't trust him at the very least. I don't think we should do it.
we could keep it in mind. Potentially do it later. It pays a lot. It already paid Darren up front, so at least we can get half up front.
No. He gave Darren 100 gold to make the contact between you and them.
Yeah.
He didn't like give him part of the fee or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's considered his fee. Darren's fee.
But still, that's like 100 gold. That's a lot for just like, hey, find me a group of adventurers.
Yeah,
Yeah, this guy's got money.
Yeah, because it's like even though it might not necessarily be like might have some like how would I put it? There's definitely like if he has this amount of money, right, and he spends it just to like find a group of adventurers, it's kind of like does he want that investment to go to waste rather, you know?
Like he seems very loose with his money, and that's kind of like worries me.
I think it's a trap.
Like $400 up front for like no reason, just to like.
I mean, it'll be 450 up front, which is
Yeah, like maybe we could take in theoretically just not do it, but like the fact that like he's willing to do that just for us to go check if someone's dead is you don't pay that kind of money for that thing.
normally not.
It's a freaking trap, I tell you.
So let's bug him right now.
Good. Do I see if I were to like look him over? Do I see if I can see any like other religious symbols than the shield?
No, it's mostly just the shield.
That makes me think he's. I mean, like out of character, but I don't think this guy's even like religious. I think he's just stolen that shield from somebody. Probably off his dead friend.
Well, what a great friend then.
I mean, he did leave them to die, basically. Ran
So
away.
should we put it to a vote then?
Oh, I don't think there is a vote. I think we're just not doing it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's
I mean,
doing
Not
it
yet,
right now,
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, like I mentioned before, he would tell you the location
Uh-huh.
of
Yeah,
where
we'll
the
take
tower
the
is.
location.
I mean, but he also tells you that he's leaving.
I'm back.
He's not hanging around to wait for when you're free or whatnot. He's going to
I
continue
think
running.
it was 450 gold before you leave.
I'm gonna ask him where will he go next though? Where's he heading next?
I guess to the next city to see if I can find someone to help me.
We'll take half the
The
gold.
Plague City?
Plague City? No, I wouldn't head there. I mean, I'd probably go to the west.
Perfect. Let him go to the west, and we'll like meet him up there and be like, hey, where's our money?
I'm gonna be like, how long are you staying in this town for though?
A day, two?
Could you give it a week? And because we have a job we need to do within the next 3-4 days. And could they take up to that amount of time? But once that is done, we should be free. I mean, could go check, I think.
All right. I can give
A
you
week?
a week.
Do we even want this
Okay.
guy staying around here?
I mean, okay, a week then. Give it a week, and we'll see what happens in that time frame. So, does he leave the table then after made that agreement for a week?
Are you expectantly looking at him? Expecting him
No,
to leave the table?
not really. But I'm
Or-
just wondering because I want to talk to Darren, right? He doesn't be nearby. So if not, that's I guess we just make small talk,
Yeah, because I mean, he would stay unless there are pointed looks and whatnot.
No,
Get out of here.
Oh,
just let him go, whatever.
I mean,
Yeah.
he wants you to be his friend, so you do his job. You know what I mean?
He's doing a really bad job at it.
while this is happening, I'm gonna head over to, I guess, Adiel. Adiel.
Where's our gyms?
He's up. He's up here apparently.
Hello.
Yo. How does the gem cutting go?
I have to look at the party notes real quick.
We were
Then I have
asking
to
to
look
cut
at
like
mine
half, I
notes,
think,
hold
or something
on.
like that. Like we weren't getting all of them cut.
Yes. Not bad. Allow me to make some skill rolls. Because guess what I forgot to do?
That's fine. You better roll well, Grim.
Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Adio, we trusted you.
I understand. And one's turned out quite nice, and he pulls out
One, but what about the other four?
not quite so nice. I only was able to get to 2. I've been doing some other work on the side for Sugarum, of course. So this is more of a aside. But I've at least almost doubled the value of the one.
But the other 3, they are
25. Well, he says he only got to 2.
okay. 2. Okay,
I
fine.
mean, it has been, like 24 hours.
Fair. So
So one is now worth 25 gold. And
I'll mark it down in the party notes for us. What type of gym is it? That's $25 golds.
It is.
I think those were aquamarines. I
some
think. if I remember
tourmalines?
correctly.
Sure. I don't think I ever said.
I might be misremembering from something else. Then.
I mean, I can just say one's cut 25, but I figured.
I mean, do we want to go as far as to name the gems? Like, I have no
Alright,
problem doing it. I mean, it's what I do in real life. So,
We'll say cut 25.
all right. And the other one sort of
Poorly cut.
Exploded.
got smaller and is only
Poorly
worth
cut. How
5
much is it
gold.
worth?
5.
What the fuck, man? Okay. How much is one uncut gem worth?
10.
Okay.
No.
Alright. So we have one cut gem, one poorly cut gem, and 8 uncut. Here's a question, Grim. Can we actually put stuff inside the magical box we have? Or does it function solely to flash people?
It functions solely to flash people.
So there's not actually any space inside of it. It's just like a fake chest. It's like a block of wood or something inside.
Well, that is an interesting question. You could put things in it. You don't. Yeah, it'd probably still work with things in it. And it's easy to test.
But I mean, I don't know. I'll say good work. Shame about the one gem, but the other one looks pretty nice.
It happens sometimes.
Understand, but it won't happen next time, sure, right? And I give him a clap on the shoulder.
Of course not. Of course not.
I'm back my face on you.
This was just getting back in the game, right?
Right.
Getting back in the game.
I've been busy doing other things lately.
Wait, what's there a card here?
Oh my gosh.
Put your cards on the table.
Someone managed to grab it.
So eventually,
Actually,
I believe Robin would sort of take the hint and, at least meander off.
Get out of here, Robin. Go to the sad table to play chess with that lady. You come to this chessboard often?
I mean, we did make some small talk, so I wouldn't say we just scared him off, but I mean, he's still new, right? Then and thank Ariel, and I say hi to Andrew while I'm here as well, and then I head on back.
Right.
Thanks, Andrew.
And then I go yeah. So we have a week, guys, to finish the mission for Joffrey, basically, and get back here, And if that doesn't turn out, I mean, crew-wise, the only thing really we can go by is his companion. Is the best option then.
Yep.
So it's really, I mean, if that doesn't turn out well, I mean, then at least we have his job as a backup potentially, and I mean, at least it pays well. It should be easy, even though it has a bunch of red flags. We just gotta, stay prepared, stay on our toes.
Alright, well, we should get the Joffrey thing done then.
Yeah. There has been no word from Joffrey yet, I assume.
No.
No.
I mean, again, it's been less than 24 hours.
I mean, fair.
Did we do the library thing today or yesterday?
Yeah, it was today.
It's morning?
Mm-hmm.
Is it morning?
We did that this morning, yeah.
Yeah, because
No.
I forgot we did the library the same day.
We did get some a couple of flowers, right?
You did.
Yeah, we got a couple flowers.
Yeah.
We got 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at work we can spend the remainder of the day looking for more flowers, I guess.
During night?
No, it's midday
Still
still,
morning.
right? It's noon.
Yeah, it's morning right now.
I thought this was evening because it
No.
took most of the day for
Like-
us to go into the
Oh
room.
no,
Because-
we got the noon. Grimcat say so. It's it's probably around, I would guess now. I've talking to the students stuff maybe 2 p.m. something like that.
Mm-hmm. Afternoon.
I thought this was dinner time, so I wouldn't go around to sleep then. Never mind.
I look for more flowers then, Grimcat.
What do we need with these flowers for exactly? What are we doing with them?
If
I mean,
we
these
get
are
a
used-
lycanthropy.
Yeah, these are Wolfsbane.
Mhm.
Yes, but are we gonna rub it on him, a werewolf
you
or
would
something
know
like that?
that. I mean, it's not going to do much for.
For her, but these are if you get
For us.
bit or something,
Yeah.
I think there wasn't a specific timetable, but these
within
only
a day or
work
so.
when you are freshly bit
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
then
do
you can use
do you
that.
just
in
eat
an
it
hour or a
raw?
day or something.
Do you
Yeah.
have to just put it in a potion or something? Do you have to make it grind it up?
I think we just eat it.
I think we'll see it. Yeah. Like, I mean, I assume the books will have it covered.
Yeah, you would just ingest it,
Yeah.
And that
However,
poison
that
is
happens to
bad, I mean,
Does it work dried out? I could turn it into like a powder or something for us. Like a pill. Can I make like a pill?
Injecting
Pill.
drugs.
Pill might be a little advanced for you without, more specialized equipment. Considering people don't really use pills at this time.
Could probably do like small like glass vials filled with it, powder.
Yeah.
At
I mean, I think we did like pretty much like a thorough searching around the place.
Mhm.
I don't think we can find more. It would be like
I mean, we searched by the Jofia's house.
and like
Well-
surrounding areas, I would assume.
Did we?
Yeah, like, I mean, you ventured out a bit. It wasn't quite so convenient that it was, growing out of the flagstone.
You ruined
it.
Shame.
Well, if we can find more, I can make them into like medicated things that maybe will be more potent in a good way. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Better
like,
chance to succeed.
I mean, I think it like this is a headcanon thing, but I think they need to be bad, not potent, because like it's poisonous, right? Like the poison cleanses you.
yeah. But I think you will. I don't remember quite. I think you will still take potentially the poison damage.
I mean, IRL people died from this thing
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, even like these days.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is-
yeah. No,
it's
it
not
is.
pleasant.
Yeah, so I think yeah, it saves you
Only
from like
poison is
atrophy,
if
but
you're
you
a
can still
werewolf.
potentially die to the poison from the the flower itself. So it shouldn't be like gnawing it unnecessarily to put it that way.
Hit me again with that Wolfsbane pill. I'll dilute it then.
I mean, you
so
can
it's not as bad.
Probably like use some sort of neutralizing.
Yeah, maybe kind of like neutralize the poison or something. Wait, that is the
Agent
poison.
thing.
Like,
But like, what if the acting agent is the poison? If it neutralizes it, it doesn't cure like.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. The herbalist should know. I'm not a fucking herbalist.
All right, girl. I'm gonna roll my herbanology.
Herbanology.
Profession
No,
herbalist.
Because,
What do I
like-
need to do this Wolfbane to make it the best?
Like, if you had a book that says this poisonous like herb is the cure for this thing, I think they would also tell you if there was a way to make it not poisonous. They would tell you, right?
Did I ever back in the old days? So there were people were like, I need the Wolfsbane pill.
No, I mean it's really not that common to need a cure for lycanthropy.
Fair.
I'm a werewolf. I need the morning after pill.
Oh my god.
So do we have anything else that we need to do for today?
Not really. No. I mean, I guess we're making small shadow. Does Darren say anything more related to this?
I mean, Darren's not volunteering things. He thinks it's as fishy as you do, but I mean, the money sure appears to be real.
I guess I should rather say, Darren, remember our deal regarding, you bring us information and jobs, and we pay you our, a percentage of that, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Well, why don't you find some information out about Robin and potentially the tavern stuff, and
I
see if.
suppose I could do that, but I mean, he's not from around here.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable.
if his
So, but I
story's
mean,
true.
we're gonna be gone for a few days, and unless
You want
you're
that
gonna,
hut?
hang out in town here. I mean,
What, you want me to go check it out?
no, not you go check out the tower. Of course not. But I would rather have you. I mean, he has to come from somewhere, right? A town nearby, something like that.
I mean, according to his story, he's an adventurer.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
he
God,
has
Darren,
stayed
pay me
somewhere,
to
right?
complain.
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily running background checks on people. I don't have a spy network set up.
What, you don't?
What are we paying you for then?
Look, I'm getting there, all right?
Fair. But I mean, like, any information you could potentially get or bring us, like, in some way, shape, or form. I don't know.
What the
You're the one that's supposed to be
wizard?
good at this, Darren. Okay. Just
I mean,
like,
at the very least, get him to drink and be like try to spot if there's any inconsistencies on his story and stuff. Like he's going to be staying here for a week. You're a charismatic guy. You can make him talk.
Yeah, maybe talk to somebody you haven't seen in town before,
Right.
stuff like that.
Learn if he conveniently forgot to tell us about any details about this incident.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the trap. My bad.
Because let's be honest, Darren, we earn you coin, and you're gonna earn us coin. So like this is a mutual benefit, and I think just from business perspective, it wouldn't be good if we died or we disappeared, right?
So says, to be fair, you haven't earned me 100 gold yet.
But we're getting there, Darren.
I mean, don't trust that coin
We
there.
wouldn't have got that 100 gold if we didn't exist.
That is also correct.
I'm so glad you exist then, lass.
Well,
Technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
True, the best
I'm
kind.
sure you'll
look,
agree.
look, I'll do some digging, but I don't want you to expect too much. Like I said, he's not from here. Chances are he's a wanderer, for one. Like,
Fair, but,
I'm not going to be coming up with his life story, I doubt.
Yeah, of course no. But I do have my doubts about him being a worshipper of what was the god again?
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus, yeah.
Baron sort of shrugs. Just because you're supposed to do things doesn't mean you do.
I mean, fair, but
he's going a little further than just like.
Like people get shaken. It happens. I've seen people like turn tails. You don't know when it's going to happen to you. It can happen to everyone, but it is suspicious.
Let
Regardless,
me know, and if we fight this wizard, I'm turning tail. And I'm leaving.
like, okay, here's my secret. I don't fight this wizard, so I never have to be a coward. Therefore, I stay with my dignity.
fair. And there's nothing about nothing wrong with just taking a good run, as to say, occasionally. Especially near high, dangerous wizards.
It's called a tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat. A tactical withdrawal from the combat. You choose as a better location. Yes.
Yeah, it's a relocation of the field of battle.
Exactly. Thank you, Triumph.
Like not trying to fast forward things or anything like that, but well, like are we heading out tomorrow or the day after?
The Geoffrey thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for her to get back, I think. So it's whatever.
I don't know, because I missed most of that OOC conversation, so...
We are just waiting for word to spread a little bit, so like we don't like.
You're just chilling. Like if you want to buy something, stuff like that, you can probably do it now.
I mean, I just want some action at this point, man. I feel like it had been like a month, but it's only been like 16 hours.
Fair. I mean, I'm gonna head out to the smithy and be like, hey, do you want free work? Not free work, but free labor.
I mean,
I'm offering
yes.
myself as labor.
By the way,
Dude's like, yeah.
Sugarum has a handout now. Look, he exists.
Oh,
Woohoo!
nice. Finally.
Also,
sugar
my
daddy.
Do we
man.
need to consecrate some ground or something? Can we get consecrating ground if there's nothing to do for the day? Remember?
What?
Consecrate the fields.
That was a thing that Or was going to ask you to do, but he hadn't set it up yet. It was going to be more of a thing that takes quite some time to do as well.
Yeah, fair.
Like, he's
So we can
nowhere
just
near.
wait.
He's not a caster in the traditional sense, anyway. Let alone casting. Like a hollow ground.
He hasn't devoted enough of himself to the god to be able to cast spells. That's a shame, as I say.
I mean, it's not like you can consecrate the ground with spells either. Just say.
I'll have you know, I might find a cleric with.
You're like 35,000 XP away from that.
my minor issues as they come along the way to hinder me from getting
Yeah.
experience.
Just nothing but a small obstacle.
Yeah, nothing but a small obstacle,
Uh.
small hurdle, as I say. But yeah, I myself at least head over to Sugar and be like, I know how to work on armor. Do you need some help? I just want to keep my skills at ease, you could say, right?
And he would tell you more or less what he's told you guys before. Armor's not really his concerns. He needs little things, the building materials, hinges, joints, nails, things of that nature. The annoying little things that nobody wants to work on.
I mean, I guess I could help out with that. I mean, I don't it's not directly armor smithing, but I mean, I guess I can use like some of the knowledge there to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always carry the coals and like build the forge. Like people overlook those things. Assistance very useful.
Regardless, I'm gonna try to build up a relationship with Sugar and be like, help around the time.
So, excuse me. What would we like to do?
I'm gonna walk around town, and if I see the weird cleric, I'm gonna just sort of follow him if I see him in a discreet manner. Yeah, see where he goes.
Okay, for the most part, he's sort of hanging around the town. If we're spending the day following him, he's putting up camp with what looks like a random person. It's like, hey, I've got some money. Let me stay in your place. You've got a roof here.
Well, while everyone else is doing things, I will sort of look around the outskirts of town, but in like the safe areas that will not get jumped by the skeletons or owl bears or whatever. I'm just gonna look for more wolfsbane.
Okay.
Like,
20 skeletons pop up from the ground.
Maybe I can find like an extra 1 or 2 pieces.
Yeah, I'll help Heliconia. I don't want to do anything by myself.
Sure. Let me go ahead and
In case you get jumped.
Search checks from you then as well.
Search check. Bio swim search.
Oh,
that's a really bad roll. I rolled a 5.
I rolled 2 natural ones in a row.
Nice. That means you're wasting your bad rolls and useless shit, and you'll get on the crits in combat.
Don't really come up with.
But we are not gonna have any combat.
I mean, next time, remember.
Well, I mean, next time is like 2021.
Minor issues.
Perhaps.
Minor obstacle.
So, I mean, if that's how we're passing the day, then we now have 25 days left.
Oh, hold up. I forgot to say, I'm changing out one of my spells.
Okay.
For the read magic
again. Another
stuff.
30 seconds while I use the restroom. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna get something to eat. I'm starving.
You wanna grab a quick bite as well? Might as well.
All right. I'm back. So, the next day, you're approached by... Wait, sorry, is everybody else back as people?
No, I'm here. I think Lordington went to grab something, like a drink or a bite.
Oh, okay.
Actually, technically, I won't be back. Are we still waiting on somebody?
I think we're still waiting on Lordington and possibly even Nanu.
I am here. I'm just doing the spell stuff. Making macros.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go and eat food, or I'm gonna go get water.
Okay.
I'm back.
Come back.
All right. As soon as Emerald's back,
Grab.
we'll go on.
Oh yeah, I was just grabbing some food real quick since you were going to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Jorgen I see?
That is Jorgen.
Jorgen, are you to join us on an owlbear expedition?
He's not.
What a surprise.
But he does pass on to you the information that Jofria thinks she's found somebody, and she's starting to spread around rumors that you are, going to get somebody. It's sort of a... They're keeping it hush-hush as well as they are, in the efforts of they're going to get someone and persuade that someone there. Hopefully the idea, according to him, is that if they don't have a reason, i.e. we're not grabbing a blacksmith or anyone specific, the idea is that we will be grabbing someone more closely related to the matters in the basement, as he puts them.
The skeletons in the closet.
But in the meantime, there is perhaps a matter that you could look into. There have been some reports that there are some undesirables sort of hanging around outside of the town. A band of greenskins.
Oh no.
Of orcs.
I find that offensive. Never mind.
We'd like you to spend some time and
Murder them.
persuade them to move on.
Alright, let's go kill them. I mean,
Let's ask them to leave, and if they refuse, which they are going to refuse, let's kill them.
Let's politely befriend them. Maybe I can pretend to be an orc. And I'll persuade them.
Also, Nanu, you may be muted.
I could try to bluff them.
Oh,
into
am I
thinking
muted?
That there's a
I
huge
say things
army
like
that's going to come
maybe.
for them.
You definitely were muted.
Bro, I've been talking the entire time. Okay, but yeah. I was gonna also want to say one thing. Aren't technically orcs in D&D grey, from what I remember?
Depends on the setting.
Okay, true, fair.
Besides, greyskins doesn't sound as good.
Sounds way more racist.
Greyskins?
You don't
They're
think
They're
so?
more, I mean, they're more like brownish, so it's
Oh
even worse.
god.
Bro. Oh my god, no, you can't say that.
No!
Whoa.
That's why you say orcs. That's like an insult of itself.
self-racism.
Is this a thing you'd be willing to do to convince them to leave?
Sure,
Sure.
we'll handle it, but I assume there is, of course, reward with this, right?
Yes,
Equipment requires
although,
maintenance.
probably not as much as you're thinking. He's sort of in a low voice. 10 gold per head.
Kind of clutch my heart like, "Ugh."
Fair. I mean, that's a decent deal.
It is decent. That's like way more than decent.
Yeah.
And I probably should.
I give.
I'm retconning that. It's going to be 3 gold per head.
No!
Oh my god! What a shit DM.
I mean, the words comes out of mouth only once.
True.
Then 10 it
I
is.
heard 10, yeah. Hey guys, yeah.
We all heard 10. We all heard 10.
Yeah, I heard 10.
Definitely heard 10.
Alright,
Okay,
Toria will do it for 10 gold a head.
Must be something wrong with my
So
connection.
yeah, 10 gold per ear.
oh, per ear. Okay, but jokes aside, outside town, where then?
So it is to the south. From what you were told, because, we're skipping over some of the details, apparently they're set up more or less
Shut up.
You
not
got cut off.
exactly on the outskirts of town, but they are beginning to set up right on the road.
Do you know like a rough estimation of numbers?
Hey, I remember this road.
Like, we
This is back
didn't
where the
really,
Kobolds gang does.
But it was 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6 is probably
doable.
This is
doable,
exactly where
yeah.
the Kobolds attacked us.
No, this is like 50 feet away from.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. It's different. I mean, that's fair.
Set your tokens up on the northern corner.
Here, hear me out. Let's offer them the box. And when they open it, they all get blocked.
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
Chungus has arrived.
Why?
Can you read?
So big.
And no one in their right mind would want to fight that guy.
I don't understand how you're so big, because when I pull your token off, I'm pulling the right token off. What are you doing?
I drag my bio and info token out.
Yeah, don't do that. Just drag it from your name.
Oh.
Wait, what name? Where?
Drag your actual, like, the name of your character sheet. Like, just
How-
the
how-
entire thing over.
Wait, which one are you? How are you
Huh?
making your token Big Chungus? What are you dragging?
He's dragging
Drag
it
on,
from
Mr.
the edit,
image.
like the actual like thing.
the edit
so it's the
character,
full
like-
sized every
Oh,
time. Right, something like that.
Right,
Wait, how am I supposed to do it then? I'm confused.
I know. Where it says characters, like where the party notes is, like on the tab side. So you,
Uh-huh.
whenever you hover it, it turns blue, right? You click the text that turns to blue and drag it on the map.
Ooh.
Like that.
Ooh. I see.
Hell
Okay, I didn't know this. You can never know.
Alright.
Now I get why you're so tiny. Damn.
Why everyone was so tiny.
How do I roll initiative again?
I mean, maybe we don't know if you are rolling initiative.
That's
Maybe
true.
they are friendly.
Oh, I just said that because the turn order came up, so. Good point, though. Offer
You
them
need to link our. Remember to link our thing.
Oh,
Uh,
like if you're pulling from it, you should be linked already. You're
Yeah.
not.
It's always should, but then it never actually fucking works.
Yeah, I see that.
By the way, are these like camping, like on the side or something?
Yes. Sure looks like
And
it.
then-
I mean,
Maybe-
there's a fire going of some sort. There isn't much in the way of, like, a tent or anything like that, but, I mean, it certainly looks like they're preparing to start setting up a more, quote-unquote, permanent residence right on the road, basically.
It makes sense. I mean, you can make like an inn, and it would be very profitable.
Hey, let's
Permanent
just,
was a little misleading too. I mean, I am talking like tents and encampments type things. I'm not talking like a building. They're not going about felling trees or anything.
Yeah, that's definitely something that would.
Time to ask them to nicely leave then, I guess.
Alright. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put on my cop sunglasses and be like,
Does anyone
"This is
speak
no
Orcish?
camping zone."
I'm just walking down the road. It's a road that's been used
Let's all just
frequently,
walk
right?
down the road.
Does anyone
Yeah.
speak Orcish though?
No.
I mean, I hope to speak common.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if
I'm gonna sneak
this
if
one
I was
certainly
talking.
would attempt to say something to you in Orcish first.
I'm gonna sneak
I'll
about. I'll give you a move silently
Please.
and hide checks, I guess. Hide, move silently, both.
I mean, if you're attempting to do both, then
Yeah. Well, I don't want them to see or hear me, so yeah. Well, that's fucking.
you
That's not. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing.
intimidate them.
No, yeah, I'm not trying to intimidate them.
Hey, you! You can't see me, you can't hear me, but I.
I am
You're
here.
in what manner do they speak? Like, are they angry, yelling, or like hailing?
The language is gruff to begin with, but it doesn't appear as if they're yelling. They're not, shaking their fists or anything like that. But it is rather a rough language to begin with.
Oi, do you speak common?
Oi.
Oh,
Some. Hello.
Oh, we can recruit these guys.
You
like
from the
common.
town?
No, we're not recruiting
Yeah,
each other.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe kobolds and orcs they're gonna go along well. Plus,
They don't have to know about each other.
I don't trust orcs for a single second. Compared to kobolds, I can trust you a degree, but
I
orcs
would
no.
trust orcs more than kobolds.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Did they ask if we are coming from the city?
Yes.
We come from the sea.
The city.
Sea?
Oh. He said sea.
There are no sea that way.
Technically there is. You walk long enough.
Fair.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's correct. But I'm gonna be like, why are you here? You know.
We looking for work, but no one to come into city.
We got you covered. There's a wizard tower right over there.
That is true. That is That is actually a brilliant idea. Hold up.
That's a very cool idea.
Potentially. He said it might or might not be dead. We just need to check it out, okay?
Go.
Hey,
Well,
all I'm saying is that
So
it's potential.
they're expendable. Yeah, we'll just say we'll pay them like 100 gold to do it, and not tell them that there's a dangerous wizard there.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait,
6.
the 6th one. Oh. Okay. Let's do like 75 each.
See, that's not a green skin.
It's kind of grayish, I would say.
Racism
So
doesn't
what
necessarily.
do we do with these guys though? Like, they seem okay, I think.
So far, but I'm gonna be like, hey, you leader, are you the leader?
Me, no. Me look out.
Why don't you get your leader? We can talk. We might actually have a job for you.
Yeah? Okay. We get work. You want come eat?
No eating, but we can come over, yeah.
I mean, I would eat if it's something that I can eat. I would definitely eat. I mean, I'm not like I'm like prejudiced like these racist pricks. Like, I'm gonna start walking towards the fire.
So it looks like
Yeah.
they're sort of in the process of butchering what certainly appears to be a freshly caught deer.
I mean, I'm definitely not gonna say no to venison. Venison is good.
Hello. We be hearing you You say you got him work from city?
Potentially, yeah. There's this tower up to the to the northeast. Yeah,
I'm just gonna
and
pop over.
we have a friend there actually. Well, not necessarily a friend, but we have
wait. Hold on. Who you first?
I am a Nitran, a cleric of the mighty spike chain god.
Are you a chain god?
Let's recruit him as chain.
Me never hear of him. Me Bash Rashkukur.
Whoa, Bash Rashku.
Bash Rashku. Okay.
The Bash
Rashkukur.
Yeah.
And where do you hail from, Bash Rashku?
Oh, me coming from south. We coming from far south. We coming from Bash. We be traveling real far.
But isn't that not that far of a trip, anyways?
It's a different country.
I mean, it's only a few days, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, they're not coming from the town.
No, but the town is like almost a fourth of the whole continent or something like that. Unless it's not to scale.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so it'd maybe be like a week's travel at most.
Maybe, who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's far south. Could be south than the south,
Antarctica. Maybe they went so far south they've come from the north.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? But yeah, and greet each other. And this is Cinder, a mighty fighter. Are you hiding still, Lorrington, or are you?
No. I came out from behind the tree.
Okay.
Oh,
This is.
me glad you're not
Toria.
being sneaky anymore. Anybody else being sneaky?
He was never sneaky in the first place.
Yeah, he was
No,
seen.
you just didn't happen to see me.
I mean, did it spot the trio? That would be fun. Yeah.
I mean, they did not spot Trium until he came out of hiding.
Fair.
He just sort of came from the road.
He's just he's a bit short. He can be hard to spot sometimes.
Yes, I'm a bit shy as well.
Yeah, he's a bit shy. Do not worry.
So you friend, yes? Friendly?
Of course.
No!
Of course.
We're all friends here.
I am friendly if you're friendly.
Good. No, we be friendly.
By the way, how are these guys handling themselves? As in, are they pretty much built like fighters, weapons all around,
Yep.
or do they seem more like regular folk?
More like
Full
fighters,
standards.
weapons all around.
Oh, perfect. They're ready for the tower.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They appear to be friendly, but they also appear to be wary.
Yeah.
Fair.
Or what I meant is do they still have tools and stuff with them regular, or does this look like a raiding party? From general DD.
You're not entirely sure. There are
state
several
of-
chests that they have,
Okay.
but the contents of which are, hidden, packed away, of course.
Okay. I mean, here's the situation. So, around a few days northeast, slightly more north than east, side of the town that is nearby, there's a tower, and we heard you were looking for some sort of laboring work.
Well,
we
not exactly labor, but we could, yeah.
I mean, for the right amount of money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were thinking, we recently heard that place got abandoned, and we were thinking perhaps sending a scouting party to see if it's actually abandoned, and if so, you would return us with the news, and we would immediately start working towards making that place into basically renovating it.
Wizard Tower, you say?
I never uttered the word wizard. I just said the tower.
Tower.
Say tower.
Okay, fair enough.
Medic,
So
sign
you guys know something we don't.
you off.
So I'm gonna be like, what do you say?
You
I
want us
think,
to what now? Just go to tower, come back?
Well, basically, check it out.
Yeah, check if it's still abandoned. If someone living in there. If no one's living there, not living there. I mean, come back and you can find us in the town, and you can send word or something. And
I don't
it
think
would
they will be
be-
accepted into the town.
Yeah,
they
we
can
outside
leave a
town for a
message.
reason.
They can leave a message.
People like to talk to us, really. Me pretty surprised you talk to us.
Have you look at me like like I'm more hideous than like the total of you.
Combined.
I mean, that's what total means. I think.
Oh wait, you said total. I thought you said any of you.
You know, like any of the total, like. Yep. So
You get chased out of town too?
I mean, they kind of don't because I break skulls. They do.
we break skulls too. Yeah, but not you skulls. Of course not.
You're just
I mean, to be fair, I mean, I would employ you if I could, but yeah, it
Wait,
seems that I face some protest.
But ain't you employ us now? Give jobs? Check out tower?
No. As in my personal army.
Army?
Yep.
I give a cough and be like,
You have army? We don't do that.
That was a
too
test and you
much.
passed it. Yeah, that was a test and you passed it.
I'm gonna like ask like, so, but you say you're up here in north looking for work. What kind of work were you looking for though?
Little this, little that. Maybe crack a skull too.
Wait, we can utilize their help with the owlbears. Like
But-
that's much more.
I mean, let's pay him to go. We don't need the owlbears cleared out right now. More than I think at the wizard tower.
But like, okay,
Time pressing matter.
I'm gonna speak to Nitron in Draconic, real quick. Like, okay, if the wizard is dead and if they realize there are valuable things in there, they're gonna take those and never gonna tell us or never gonna come back to us. They're gonna run away with the money.
I'm sure the wizard's alive, and it's a trap.
That is true, but
And if the wizard is alive, we don't gain anything from it. We just lost money.
well, I mean, depending on how paranoid the wizard is, we didn't get a fireball to the face, and they did.
No, like even if the
Potentially.
wizard don't kill them, we still lose money and get nothing in return. Like they come back to us, report us, we have to pay them now. We lose money, we gain nothing.
I hope none of them speak
Well,
Draconic.
I hope so.
I don't assume our orc will know, like straight up, almost like that's a very highly intellect orc if somebody knows Draconic. But
I mean,
I'm gonna
but like using them against the owlbears is a very like tangible option. They are good at fighting. Look at their arms.
I mean, I know.
They want to fight something rather than going and checking somewhere.
Yeah, but
And we-
remember, depending on how they perform, remember, like, they're orcs, they're gonna be raiding here around. They said crack a few skulls, we know what that means.
No, but like we weaken them with the owlbears, then finish it off if they become a menace. Like we this way we give them a chance to prove themselves, whether if they want to be good for the local community by helping with the owlbear problem, and if they become a menace in their weakened state, we kill them after the owlbears. But if they are actually helpful, we help them integrate into society.
I don't think the town populace will accept it regardless.
Then we kill them. But like, I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
Tower.
Send to the tower.
You
send
all
to the
talking
Albert.
long time. What you talking about?
Yeah, like you're making them suspicious.
The job we might want you to do. We're thinking about
Like payments and such. You gotta understand, like, I mean, it would be rude to discuss right next to you, like, if
No,
we, if we
rude.
said,
Don't worry about it.
if
no
we said, like, numbers and stuff.
ceremony.
Yeah.
I say we send him to the tower because if there's a trap or something, then you know what?
You don't want to say that out loud, you know?
Well, I'm not, but like I'm saying like out of character because we think it's trapped. And like, so if we send the orcs will be like, "Oh, what's this trap of fireball?" And then you step on it and die.
But like, if they never come back to report us about the traps, we are gonna assume that the wizard is alive because that would be the assumption to make, and we would never go there.
I mean, we can still
Because
check
with the
the
wizard-
wizard
Not
even if the
unprepared,
wizard
at
is
least.
alive. But you know. I mean, we can just tell that one guy that we went, because if I mean, he's not going to know the difference.
Yeah, that is correct.
Because the orcs come back alive, and they're like, the wizard's there. There was someone there. There was someone who wasn't there. If they don't come back, we'll just say the wizard was alive. I mean, they're not going to know the difference.
I mean, I think he would ask like some sort of
I mean, likely he would see you still in the town and realize you
Because,
didn't
like-
go check.
I mean, like,
Well, we paid someone else to go check.
but, like he would still require like some sort of proof. Do you trust this orcs to bring like decent proof?
How do you bring proof that a wizard is not dead?
I mean, he didn't give us any description of the wizard, so if we say that we have seen the wizard, he's still alive, he's gonna ask, okay, how is it looking like? And we will have to answer that because we have seen the
We're
wizard.
like, I don't know. We just fireball and throw it out the window.
Yeah, exactly. We just ran away after 5 fireballs came out.
How's he looking?
that-
Alive?
that's not very
I didn't stop
believable.
to fucking ask him how he was doing when he was trying to murder me.
Or like sending these orcs, like I don't think it accomplished anything. It's a lose-lose situation for like us, the orcs, and the guy that wants us to go and check that place. Like no one wins.
I mean, jokes aside, we have, well, truth be told, been paid to take these guys out, and I wouldn't say it's a bad thing to take them out either, because let's be honest, if you don't give them work and send them off somewhere, they're gonna be here and they're gonna attack travelers. Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, that's the best thing too. They're gone.
Mind you,
We
you
don't have to
haven't
do-
been paid in advance either.
Yeah.
Just throwing that.
But
out there.
they might come back. What they're gonna do then?
If they come back, then we can give them. They've proven that they're like capable or something, and we can like give them a new task.
We could kill them then.
They got like wizards.
Yeah. What if they recruit him? What if
Killed the
wizard's
wizard
an
and now
orc?
they're back.
Like why don't we recruit them to fight the owlbears?
Me have character levels now.
I mean, that could work.
We are the party now.
I mean, do you have something set up and prepared for the out the character-wise for the owlbears, Grimcar?
Man, I've had stuff prepared for the Owlbears since like day one.
I mean, if that's the case, I mean,
Maybe Nitron like just like challenge one of like their leader to one-on-one duel to take ownership of the like warband, and like we have them like at ready all the time.
That'd be amazing.
Maybe
You think you can?
we give you some time to think about?
Yeah, like because this is a very intricate thing. There's like details to be ironed out. We were just like checking up on like you are here, like are you in the vicinity
He
and
sort
such.
of sighs and claps
give
your
him a
shoulder
dollar.
in his hand and goes, think too hard about things. Thinking too hard about things give you headache. It's
Exactly.
not worth headache.
This man, this is a wise orc. Let's not think too hard. They want to go to the tower. They want this.
Why?
I mean, actually, unironically though, like, we might actually just do the Albert thing, send them there with. You can go with them, actually.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. I think we should do that.
We have other things to do?
Yeah, it's like take a day at most, maybe 2, easy.
Owlbear?
No, you're speaking in Draconic still. Like, you're speaking in Draconic.
Yeah.
Like this is an
Oh,
entire
God.
party conversation at this point.
Yeah, I was talking about it. So anything I said in common. Once he clasped your shoulder.
I don't want to talk about the owls with these folks.
Here
I think that's a good idea.
We filled bellies. We have good long chat.
Owlbears are too much for these people.
It's really not.
Nah, I think we should
six-
we should do it.
You got
Owlbears?
plan for owlbears?
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go through the back door, and we're gonna be like, everyone get down, nobody move.
What are you talking about?
Owlbears probably not get down at that point.
Yeah.
Well, then you make them get down,
You have bows and stuff, right? You have spears, bows. You're armed to the teeth.
We have javelins.
Or javelins.
That works.
Like thing that you can utilize from a range or like at a reach.
Yeah, we have couple javelins. We have about 3 of each. I mean, we can make more, but owlbear's strong.
Here's the thing, and you should be careful as well because these woods are prowled by some menacing owlbears, and we were thinking doing something about it at some point.
Ooh.
And if my friends agree, it wouldn't be a bad thing to get some external help.
Yeah, we could head over there together and deal with the issue.
What kind of pay are we talking?
I mean, to be fair, if anything is going to make the
10
townsfolk...
10 gold per owlbear. Is that a good
Yeah.
deal?
That's not very good deal.
I mean, that's not a very good deal. That's
10 gold
Okay.
owlbear? Owlbear
Right.
baby's even worth
Bit-
500
Okay.
gold.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what? We're not
No,
killing
we are killing him. Okay, here's the thing. You are missing the point. What you are buying with these owlbears, 10 gold is to fill up your bellies with food, but what you are actually buying is the goodwill of the townsfolk.
This
Like-
not sound like good deal.
Do you wanna do a job in the town?
Do you want
Like with
ask them
townsfolk?
if they
We
want
want
to
to do
the
a
tower
real job for real pay, not put live online for pittance.
But like, okay, here's the problem. I agree, and I understand your problem, but here's the thing. Most humans are racist pricks. We can agree on that. I said most.
This
And
one
like
included.
they don't like orcs and they don't want to employ orcs. But here's the situation. There are owlbears, they're attacking caravans, they're starving this town. And now there's this warband of orcs that vanquished those owlbears.
We,
Now they would look at those orcs in a very different light.
we not warband.
No, like just to flare up the story, like these heroic orcs that help the town against the menace of the owlbears. They are going to look at you differently. Maybe they want to, like, include you because you helped them. You have proved your mettle. Like 10 gold is like I said, like the ceremonial fee. What it does, it opens the goodwill of the people.
Me not so sure about that. You rolled diplomacy check.
Yeah, I'm
Wow,
good
that
at
orc
those.
is really meta.
Well, what is this diplomacy check that you are talking What was your name?
That
Yeah,
orc
but
has
for-
the knowledge of the gods.
Barashkukor.
I'll help out. I'll help out with my own diplomacy.
I'm gonna fail every diplomacy check.
Like, what's this plan? This plan, all orcs run up front, you guys stay back, orcs die, and then
Okay.
don't have to pay orcs.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, here's the thing. If that was the case, why would I ask you to get bows and javelins? Like, why would I ask, like, then if I asked you whether if you have axes and swords, but I ask you if you had bows and spears. So you don't have to engage the owlbears.
Maybe.
Just
Look,
like, I mean, I might have rolled diplomacy bad, but like that doesn't make me a liar.
Ugh.
Just saying.
How about 25 gold each?
I'm not paying that.
Each owlbear?
No,
That's
each of
not too
us.
So no matter how many owlbears then?
Well, I mean,
think
we're
it's
not
three.
fighting 60 owlbears, right?
But like you're not going to make a fuss about if it's like 3 or 4.
Well, like, that do be a lot of owlbears. How many owlbears we talking?
I mean, we think
Well,
3.
it's plural.
That a lot of
We think
owlbears.
3. Yeah, but they don't seem to be like working together. Idea is to single them out, hunt them.
Is that ambush for owlbears?
Yeah, make a lure because they seem to be ambushing stuff, and we know where they like frequent. There's a ruins nearby the town.
That probably work. You maybe find somebody else to do too. Cause
Like,
you see owlbear? Owlbear big.
We should just.
I mean, I eat owlbears for breakfast. What do you mean?
What? Did you eat Albert's
You
breakfast?
don't
What
think
we
you
doing
actually
here?
do that?
Do you want to test me? Do you want to test me, Orc?
I think he'll take you up on that offer, actually.
You wanna fight me, mate?
Yeah, you want to fight me, mate? You have a problem with me? Looking for a fight?
What, mate? This isn't gonna end well.
I mean, I'm assuming
yeah.
you're not really threatening him in character.
No, I'm saying like, I mean, like, are you doubting me? Well, because we can put this to a test, like a friendly brawl.
I don't. Is there something that's really
I'm gonna laugh my
vital?
ass off if you get your ass kicked now.
Sure, you go bring us owlbear carcass, then we believe you eat owlbear.
But it's in my belly.
We'll go back, go get another one. Just so happen you know where bunch are.
I mean, they know. I never do that.
Why do we let this man do the
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, like as long as you keep let me, I'm gonna do this because
Probably
I
because
love
of my
fail.
sore throat.
I love diplomacy checks. I love diplomacy.
It's like terrible. Like the more you talk, the worse our deals.
I
get.
have -3 to diplomacy.
I mean,
Oh.
there are a few things funnier than a failed diplomacy check, too.
Because I feel like I make really sound arguments, but I make
Alright.
my highest roll is 7.
It's bluff time, lads. I'll just walk up and say,
Lordy,
have
Dad,
you
sit
seen
it
this
down."
man? He's a half dragon. What do you think dragons eat, huh? I've seen him devour an owlbear whole in one bite.
Yeah, but him
Half
little,
an hour.
dragon big.
Oh, but don't you know that dragons are like snakes? They can unhinge their jaw and just eat things.
You unhinge your
whole.
jaw?
Oh yeah, but
Do
you know
it.
he doesn't do it in front of people. 'Cause it's bad manners. His culture is, they're a bit self-conscious about it. so they don't actually do it in front of people. I had to spy on him to discover that.
Nice save.
I mean,
Oh my God,
you know,
it's so
go ahead and run a bluff check.
27.
It's a pretty good one.
He rolled a 27.
But it's such a ridiculous lie.
I mean, I think there must be like some penalties
But
to
it's a
that
very
one. Like I can't.
ridiculous lie.
I'm half size. Like I'm like 1/3 of the size of an owlbear.
Alright, maybe he could eat owlbear, but... Sound like Orc get, you know, short end of stick here.
We're paying him 25 gold per, correct?
That's what they want.
Yeah. I mean, is that what we're gonna do? Because I mean,
right.
25 per is a great deal considering the fact that that's 25 gold, even if there's not a single owlbear there. Or if there's just one owlbear. Like we could be paying him. We're paying him the price of like 4 owlbears when there might just be like 1.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with like paying like 25 per owlbear that they help us kill.
Well, in that case, we're paying for 6 owlbears.
25 each per owlbear?
I mean, that's me personally speaking. I cannot speak my whole group.
We have like, well, let's see how much money we have. We have like 125 gold unspent from the party, so that's literally enough to pay these
5
guys.
per. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orcs, 3 owlbears.
We pay them $20 each.
There's
20
6
gold.
orcs. There's a further one.
20 gold
keeping
each.
watch
Pay him
to the
20
south.
gold.
That's 450 gold.
That sounds like a good deal.
No, let's pay them 20 gold each, just in general. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. 120 gold, come with us to vanquish some owlbears. They're asking for 25, let's just haggle them at 20.
I mean, like I said, I'm not good with money, so I'm not. I cannot speak
Alright,
for the
well, hit
party.
'em,
But
you-
if everyone is
you-
okay with it, I'm okay with that
You
price.
hit them with the 15, and then they'll be like, make it 20, and then you were aiming for 20, so you're like, alright, we'll do it.
But why did you
They
tell
already
this out loud?
told you 25, though.
So yeah, so we'll offer them 15 gold to come with us.
No, I'm
How
I'm playing the good cop, saying that I would be okay with 25. They are going to say like 15. They're the bad cop. Yeah. So yeah. What do
I say we pay
Nitron and Trium think that we should pay? Like
Trium
what
out.
is your-
I think 25 per orc for the 3 owlbears is perfectly reasonable.
Couldn't be more.
I turn to Nitron and say, I think
Yeah.
Heliconia and Trium plan to kill them afterwards.
Boy.
I mean, like,
Draconic, I said.
yeah. I mean, like, honestly speaking, I won't necessarily keep them around town. I will at least tell them to leave the town, and remember, we made a deal to basically get rid of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I mean, yeah. But here's the thing. I think we should give the townsfolk a chance to hear if they help with the owlbears, and there's a chance that they might think differently. If they don't, we can still shoot them away. But I mean, if they are smart, they would see it would be a benefit to have strong people to protect the town from things like owlbears.
You forget the thing that, these guys aren't seen as people. They're seen as monsters.
Dude, like the captain of the guard is a hobgoblin.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah. Captain of the Beggars Company is, anyway.
I thought it was a
you can't-
tiefling.
No,
that's a hobgoblin.
Isn't a
You
hobgoblin.
can get accustomed to you just need to let people see the good side of what you're doing. They're acting on prejudice. But I mean, if they still don't want them around after that, by all means. But yeah. But I think Heliconia and Stream definitely want to kill them.
I'm not saying we're killing them after.
You don't
Draconic,
speak this
so-
language.
Exactly, I can't say that's not true because I don't speak Draconic.
Yeah, I don't think it either, but it's not true.
They're just musing
I
in
go
common.
back home.
I sure don't want to kill these people.
How about 20? Would you be okay with 20 Bashra score?
Bashrash Kukor. How about 20 and share of loot?
I mean, what loot do you expect from owlbears?
Now, owlbear pelt for one.
Pelt, I guess.
Owlbear meat, owlbear claw,
should've-
fang, all sorts of good things on owlbear.
Remember when I said he can't? He's got to eat those.
I mean,
I'm not
I
gonna
don't care
eat-
about. I do
gonna
not
be
care about
eating-
owlbear meat.
I'm not gonna eat like the whole fucking 3 owlbears. That's like 3 meals for me.
True, 3 meals.
Alright, yeah, we can share the loot.
Yeah, we can share that loot, like the loot
Tell
from
the
the owl.
owl.
And we have good plan. We not just send orcs out in front.
Like I said, javelins, bows, and spears.
Yes, but in plan, in handshake. You just not send orcs out in front.
Okay, I will say this much: if
Not go check out for traps, orcs.
I'll say this much:
Good
if
luck.
orcs, if someone needs to go in front, I will accompany them myself. I can tell you that much.
We be partners.
That's what I meant. Like we walk alongside, not in front and back.
I think we could.
I'll do one
this.
better. I'll search for the traps myself.
Oh no, he does that. The people behind dies.
I'm very good at it.
I can just imagine 3 of me like, oh, here's a trap. Whoops! Boing! The 3 orcs die.
Okay,
Ah,
that be good. And he phlegmily spits into his hand and then offers it to you to shake.
sure, I spit on mine, and I shake.
And that contract is sealed.
I'm definitely going to recruit these guys and make a proper army out of these. Mark my words.
So when we go looking for owlbears, we go like now, or
Yeah, now.
we prepare?
Let's fucking do it.
We already are prepared.
Yeah, we are combat ready, and I guess we can at the very least survey the area.
So what's
what
going to
are your
happen?
names? Tom, Bob.
Me get names for you very soon. But what I was saying is, we're gonna move on to the map for it, but we're probably gonna do this, next session when all of our party is here and all that kind of thing. But
Can't wait for
As-
Payton to be back and tell him, hey, we are now in the process of recruiting orcs for the army.
so this
I-
right here is the map of the ruin. Ignore this.
Oh, I
Hey, who
know
are
that.
these people?
Oh man, I know this map though.
Bring back the.
What I'm
bring
going
back
to
the
do is I'll
movie.
probably extend it out further so we can plan things, traps, all that kind of stuff with woods all around it. So it's not just this thing, since it has obviously escalated to something more.
I was about to say, it's gonna be really easy if you just send a commit up with like 5 orcs and like 3 owlbears. Be like,
I mean,
so.
to be fair, like if these are like the standard orcs, they are not really that strong. They have like 6 HP and stuff.
Yeah, and
What,
if any of them die, we don't have to pay them.
Hey, no, we can grab their heads. Come back later, I mean,
No,
grab their
no,
heads.
I mean, it that much gold. It's not one of those things where, you dies. You'll have to pay the survivors.
Actually,
Hey,
I mean, we didn't shake on that. Let's say that we didn't have to pay.
Uphold the spirit of deal, not letter.
Yeah,
Um, sorry, we shook on the letter, not the spirit.
Hey,
mean,
all I'm
I-
saying is that after this deal is done, right? And depending on how it goes, right? Of course. Then we'll probably tell them like, okay, wonderful, we did your job. We'll hear the transport, but you might have to leave this area and head somewhere else. This is like, that's like a friendly, like nudge,
Sure.
like, hey.
And yeah, and like I said, we could sort of have that conversation in the others later and
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, we have the perfect place for them to go, like a cavern. Very
Yeah.
cool.
No, I'm not
We have
sending
a
him to the co. I
tower.
do not trust.
Yeah, you know what? I actually want to send them into the kobolds.
Oh my god.
Oh, like you guys expect them to fight, but next time we go there, they're going to combine their forces against us.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But either way, I think this is a pretty good place to stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little
What's
unfortunate that we didn't get to combat like this time, but
Hey, it was fun.
Like, my point about
we do like to talk.
not how I necessarily wanted combat or anything like that. It's just to move forward the plot is what I meant by action.
Yeah.
I gotcha. As I mentioned, we do like to talk.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
recognize
I
this
actually
map,
started
though.
laughing really hard when I think it was Emerald suggested we should send him to the tower. I can just like imagine him walking through the door. Hello, anyone here? Fireball, boom! Okay, it looks like the wizard is indeed in the tower.
Yeah. Folks, like when we are in this town, I'm going to take a back seat. Not back seat, but like maybe it's a back seat because like I exactly know the layout of this thing.
you
I
do?
run this. I run this map like 4 times.
Okay,
Oh my
fair
God.
enough.
This is a very like kind of famous map.
I haven't seen it. I don't think I have.
It's one of the like
I stepped over the
official
trap that's
modules.
located right here.
I mean, like, it's not that like things are going to be the same. I know the layout. Like, I know where's what. Like, this is from the starter set. Like the 5th edition starter set. I ran that campaign like 4 times.
Well, you know.
Oh, like yeah, different things.
Of course. But yeah, I think it was a pretty good session. We found out some things, some pretty crazy things.
Yeah.
The secret under the basement, to an extent. You know, we've made a little bit of progress towards curing Loxy. Though
We
admittedly,
can kill her
a
if
lot of
nothing
time.
else. Put her down painlessly.
Well, I mean, whoa.
I'm not gonna do that to Kenton, like 100.
That's pretty vicious,
I
but
mean-
yeah.
We're gonna make sure that he's not watching.
Ugh.
I was gonna say if anybody's gonna do it, then it should probably be Kenton himself at least getting the option to do it. You know.
I don't think he has the strength.
Yeah, fair, but you know.
Too heavy.
Also, I think he would die.
Can't pick it up.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this session here. As I mentioned to my players, you know, next week happens to be. You know,
Grim, how many watches do we have? Is it like, what was that one guy's name? Like, he was like Taco Steve or something? He always watches. Thank you, Taco Steve.
what?
Isn't there like one person who usually watches?
Named Taco
Oh.
Steve? No, I mean, we've had about 4 people watching today. Admittedly, for a watch time of about 12 minutes, but
I can't blame him.
that's besides the point, of course.
I'll assume we have no XP this week.
There is no XP this week. I'm sorry.
But
You need to start giving us the experience to talk so we don't end like campaign.
You guys are gonna be like,
Oh, yeah, like-
20 coming out of it though.
True.
All you guys do is talk. Not
They were
that,
like 50
admittedly, I'm
XP at the bare minimum.
but yeah, not next week, but very likely, the week after. So
I mean, the
we
week
should be
after
able to
is
have-
New Year's, though.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
we
one
probably
okay
might have
with
like a
you?
short
this is
one.
midday for, I guess not most of us, but for me at the very least.
Yeah.
it's 9 p.m. for me, but I mean, like I have I'm free, right? I don't
I
go to
think
uni.
I think I will be free too because of the lockdown.
So do you
I
mean same time next week?
Not
next week,
next
the
No,
week,
week
the
not
after.
week
this is
after.
Christmas Eve.
Like we are
Like 31st.
Yeah.
31st. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I mean we can talk.
I mean,
about it some.
I'll let you know
Play it by
when
ear,
it's a
play it
bit
by ear.
closer. So
But our intentions, or at least right now, are to have a session then.
Even
mean,
if it's a short
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Do you have time any other day in the week though? Maybe, Grim? Or
next
Not
week.
necessarily a ton, because I play D&D on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. So.
Fair.
I'm on
Hey, I mean, I heard at least Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday and Sunday in there. Okay.
Oh, fair enough, I guess. But either ways, if you've been watching, I certainly appreciate you watching. And I hope we've been entertaining. I hope you all have a great day, and peace out.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Grim. Oh.
All right.
Awesome.
See ya.
All right, and we have stopped recording.
But we didn't see anybody.
By the way,